Okay. I don't know if we're going to make it through this show. We have we got way too much stuff. But we got a ton of good stuff. We actually have a wheel. So I don't know. We might do the wheel before. We might do it after. We got a new
invented the wheel.
I swore we would never do fantasy games again. Unfortunately, I've been talked into it. So we will be doing fantasy games, but I will also kind of redact myself from doing it. Instead, we will have a couple other people doing it, like Dom, Jedi, Wayseeker, Double J's. Yeah, Dom's back, so he's got a couple stories. We asked him for pictures. He said, "I'll just hold up a phone." So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. We've got a very large toy section, toy section, Bad Batch review. We got. Hey, listen, I also have a story. I went and played my first. I thought was just a game of cards at a card place. It turned out I entered myself into a little mini tournament, and then we've got a couple market reports. Top 5 cards that are normal cards. We have JJ going to explain to us some of the terms on that. Is there anything else I'm missing, guys?
You might have a box break. Who knows?
Oh, and we have a couple box breaks too. Yeah, we do have some box breaks. We have some. I got a pack too. I'll explain that from something else, and I don't know. We got a bunch of other stuff too. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if we make it. All right. Let's say hi to the chat before we get into this awesome wheel. Star Wars Sunday with the boys. Telling us all new Star Wars news and content. I am ready for all the laughs and rants. Oh, we also have news. Yeah, we have that too.
Ruben had a whole case that he broke open. I don't know if you saw it on Instagram.
No, I didn't. How did it go?
No,
I was going to go back and look, but I don't check in on Instagram that much. So
yeah.
Did he get any showcases?
I don't know if he got any showcases.
Ruben, did you get any showcases? Ruben, are you working? Take a break. Pull over. Hop on real quickly and tell us what you got. Oh, yeah. Star Wars Sunday, baby. I will be heading to the U.S. next week for some Route 66 road tripping fun. 3 weeks Chicago. Hey, I've done that before. Me and my wife, we went from Chicago all the way to Santa Monica. We did all of Route 66 before. In Missouri, I will tell you this, Tommy Longbox, a couple good antique stores you might want to stop off at. Besides that, Texas sucks. Oklahoma's parts are dry and it's flat. Missouri has a Bible Belt that's very interesting. There is, you know what, Tommy, hit me up. Hit me up on the thing. I got to send you to this place in Needles, California. Nothing out there, but one of the best restaurants of all time. And it's true Americana. You would not think I'd like it. It was like a buffet if a buffet wasn't a buffet and they actually cook good food. So hope to catch some of the live show for some once. Oh, good, Tommy.
But
good.
This is what Marco is saying right now.
No, dude.
Buffet was a buffet.
No.
The main thing in what Tommy's saying, route order 66.
About 66. Yeah. Route 66. Either way, it's a great trip. It's fun. If you haven't done it, you get to see a lot of cross-section of Americana. It's nice. Happy St. Patty's Day. Thumbs up. Cheers. Happy St. Patty's Day. All right. Neil Jones. Hope the crew is doing well tonight. I hope I have some of these variants. You might. Some of them are new. And some of them you might have, hopefully you pre-bought, because we're going to go a little bit into looking into what's going on next week. Spidey, Guy, Murph, green lightsabers, and green beers. Oh, yeah. Maybe I should change. Hold on now. I forgot. It is. Okay, there we go. Now we're all green today. There it is.
There you go.
Ruben got some good pulls.
Hey, Tommy, one other thing too. Did he? Tommy, are you starting downtown, like at the first sign in downtown Chicago? And that's the biggest pain in the ass to get out of there. Hi, everyone. Pew, pew, pew. Hi, Mr. Appleman. Everybody says hi to each other. Oh, almost forgot one because he says, John Sanders says, what's up? Speaking of that, hopefully we have something. Do we have something that Dom put in the chat? Wayseeker?
What?
You didn't see the thing about Balin that Dom put in the chat?
No, didn't see it. Sorry. Been busy.
What are we doing with our lives? Dom thought he spotted Balin in a certain show. It wasn't anywhere.
That thing. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to that.
Armor.
When am I going to make up news about that? Dom's wrong again.
He has the armor.
Dom's been watching episodes of Mandalorian and he gets it wrong again.
Dom, it took like 3 seconds. I wasn't going to waste my time on it, but I did try to be nice and go like,
I'm sorry.
I was like, hey, dude, is that actor's bald? Jedi, you have hair on top of your head, correct?
Shining on his head, man. And sometimes you shine light on someone.
Balin's got hair on top of his head. Once again, Jedi, hair on top of your head.
Hold on. On the head. On the head, you're going to see like
hair on top of his head. No, That guy's bald. I sent you the actor. He's bald.
But the armor, his armor is Bailey's armor.
Hair. I don't care about armor. Hair.
That's why I thought it
bald.
was
Almost
right?
like going bald.
Going bald.
Going bald. Real bald. Lots of hair.
From.
Only one of
Nice
us can play by Balin. It's none of us. Okay. Except for him. All right. What else do we got? Who else are we going in? John, good to see you, by the way. Wookie, happy Sunday, Darksider. Less than a week until I venture to. Oh, really? Rancho Obi-Wan. Good job. That's cool.
Nice.
I know they do a lot of stuff. They throw up a great show at Celebration too. If you guys ever go. Nice box break. Okay, cool. Bry, hello, Dom, and Wayseeker, Jedi, Double J. You, Marco, are not what I thought. Huh?
You're not.
I'm built different.
You're definitely not.
I'm built different. My impersonation of Dom wasn't cutting it last week. Huh? Ed, saying hi.
The real thing, baby.
Huh? Yeah, I was pretty good, dude.
I thought mine was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought you too. Craig Dot. Yeah, I thought you were too, Jedi. Craig Dot X. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Lopez, what do you need? I raised the banners and Wayseeker and Marco answered the call. What is he talking about?
I don't know. Maybe the word salad. I don't know.
Oh, dude. He's like, he got a hold of everybody for that Jeopardy game that is just like everybody cheats on. And I was like, hey, dude, it's Easter. Like, you can't. He's like, Wayseeker said the same thing. I go, yes. We both participate heavily this time of year. So, yeah. I don't know if that's calling. I don't know if that's raising the banner or answering the call. It was kind of like putting you on hold. Yeah. But fair enough.
After then, I'm in.
Oh, he doesn't. I hate. I think buffets are disgusting.
Yeah, I don't mind buffets, but he just doesn't.
What?
Yeah, Ruben got 2 showcases in his 6 boxes. Look at that.
I don't know about that, Bri J. What? Where does it say that?
And he posted them on.
Yeah, wow! Congratulations! Hey, good job. Those are expensive cars. Cool. Those showcases are expensive, man.
That's bad news, actually. That's bad news.
Why?
I said that's bad news because Ruben, if there ever was a completionist, it's Ruben.
Yeah.
So now he's gonna kill himself to get all the others.
He's gonna be addicted. Yeah.
Every 4 months, though, that's the worst thing too, because it's.
Because it comes. Oh shoot! Did you see what I sent in the thing? I talked to a guy. He showed me the upfronts for the rest of the year. For the next
I saw those. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. By the way, Dom, save all your money. Don't get any this time because
next time.
The next one coming out, you're gonna like. You're gonna like a lot of.
I know.
So
I already bought 2 more boxes.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this guy's gonna go broke. All right,
he's an animal.
Should we do the wheel or should we get into news?
Let's get into news.
I just want to get rid of this wheel. All right, let's get into news. Hey, GT Key Comics.
All right, starting off top, right for Dom. Star Wars came out this week. They're, I don't know, trying to fend off everybody that wants to take over Disney and kick out Iger. So all of this releasing of financials came out this week.
Oh, yeah.
Star Wars has made a 3-time return on investment since the purchase. They've made about $12 billion. They've spent about $4 billion.
Hold on, Wayseeker, hold on. Let me warm up because Dom's going. He's about to send me a softball. All right, keep saying it. Keep talking. He's about to send me a softball. Let me warm up real quick. Let me get in.
I mean, Star Wars is doing really bad, right, Marco?
Right down. Right down. You right down? Doing pretty bad. Right down? Right down?
Don't worry. That ball is going to curve right at your head. Watch.
Is it 12 million profit or 12 million revenue?
Revenue on return, not including stuff that came through the park and merchandise. And not considering, now some of it is future based, but not considering already vested properties and stuff that in other words, any profits that they already were making pre-buying, they're not counting any of that. They're not counting any of the movies, all the old stuff that they re-released out. They're not if they re-release they're counting it.
Re-release count, but like
re-release they're counting. But they still got. I mean, if the other stuff that's been previously released, not re-released. Sorry, I should have said that. Previously released, because they still make points off of that, like all the properties that they already had. They don't count that, but they do count going forward. So
it's a lot of money.
Tom.
Yep. Well, they could have made a lot more money if they did some things right. But
It's fucking $18 billion.
A lot more.
Billion fucking
things
dollars.
Right. Listen,
18 billion. Billion.
Sell more merchandise than the new shit. The new stuff doesn't sell that good.
Hold on, Dom. That's 18 billion. And we know one thing because of the pandemic. They couldn't keep
all the same tobacco.
They couldn't. What? What did you say?
They purchased it for like 4, so it's got to be 12, not 18.
Oh well, 12.6, and then Marvel was 18. Whatever, it doesn't matter. They're similar, close. Whatever the things are. Here's the thing you're missing, Dom. All that Black Series that sold during those 2 years of the pandemic, where they couldn't keep toys on the shelf, they didn't even count any of that shit. They didn't count any of that shit in the profits. They also didn't count the parks in their profit. But they did mention that since they opened up the Sphere thing, that thing's been killing it. Since they opened up another portion in there, that thing killed it. They actually had said in the thing, remember the little park that wasn't making any money? That's why they shut it down? No, they actually said that thing was also very profitable too. They just couldn't maintain it, so they shut it down. That's what they did. So all that stuff you were saying... Hey, listen, what were they going to make? 2 billion more when you're making 14, 12? What? How many billion? JJ, not merchandising. 12 billion without merchandising.
12 billion. Yeah.
12 billion without merchandising.
I still applaud them for doing what they did. They lost a lot of money that they could have made if they did it right. I'm still going to be on that. You know what? Regardless of the fact, they make the money in the movies. They had to put a movie out. They have to put a movie out. That's where the money is.
What's up,
TV
Kyle?
Shows is. That's secondary. They need to put movies. If they want to continue to make good money, they need to put movies out. And that's what has to come out for them to really make profit.
Billions of dollars.
Hey, listen,
billions.
I applaud them, but
I thought they were doing okay. Hey, I'm going to take one too. I'll take an L on this one. I said, yeah, hey, Dom, I bet you they're doubling. They're doing okay. No. 3 times. And that's not including the parks and merchandise. That's not including Dom. That's like saying somebody gives you $100 bill and you're like, well, man, if you would give me 2 pennies, I would be fucking better off. Yeah, no shit, you'd be better off because then you'd have $100 and 2 cents. But who the fuck gives 2 cents when you got $100?
Well, you know
nobody.
I give it to them throughout all the controversies with all this stuff that they put out. Disney put out. They made a new fan base. They have a new fan base that's growing.
That's younger and going to stay around longer.
Listen, you know what?
They're selling stuff to the old people still.
I admit that. But at the same time, they could have made even more of a killing if they did it.
How much? How much, Dom?
More billions. They could have made at least 24 billion. They could have.
I mean, now if we're just well, what about 100 billion?
You just throwing money on like it's
just you just make 100 billion.
That's just like $12 billion just hanging out here.
Which by the way, they probably did make close to 20 with all the merchandising and all the park revenue. They probably did actually, because it's over a 10-year span. Like if you think about that, like what they do in the parks, yeah, they probably did about 24 billion down. So I mean, they're doing all right. Like you might not like everything they do. I don't like everything they do, but to tell us that they are not doing well. That, Catherine Kennedy, why does she have a job? Because $12.4 billion. That's why she has a job.
Star Wars will make money regardless of the fact. It's almost a 50-year project.
What's up, Brian?
Here for 50 years. It's going to make money by namesake alone.
But you missed what I said. They're not taking the revenue they're making off of namesake alone. This is products that they produced, created, or generate, or re-releasing and generating that way. Forward. That's what they're doing. That's what it was off of.
But my only question is to get an actual question in here rather than the circular debate here. Because I haven't looked at any of these numbers or anything, and obviously you guys have. Is this so you're going off, it's made 12 billion or whatever in revenue, right?
3 times return.
Yeah.
Return.
From the original purchase price of 4, which is what they purchased it from Lucas for.
Yeah.
Have they factored in the costs though?
Yeah. This is
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
because
can you really say it 3 times?
Because yes, they did, and JJ, some of it is because it's on future revenue. So like they've already added in the cost deficits on it.
Yeah, it's money.
So if they have to like write something off, they'll write it off as a loss for tax purposes. Like
you don't know actually how much profit they've made though, right?
No. It's just return on investment.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. their
All right, so we got
profit's a
news
lot
this
more
week
than that.
going out that Pedro is expected to return for the Mando movie, so it won't be just him doing voiceover. He's actually going to be in the suit, is what they said. We may even see him without his helmet off again because Pedro's excited about a movie. He'd much rather show up for a movie than show up for a TV show, it sounds like. And so, Dom, you might get your wish because it's a movie. And so it actually might be a good thing for you going forward.
How's that a good thing?
Let me ask you a question. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm with Jedi. What are you talking about?
Don wanted Pedro back in the suit, and he wants to see him without his helmet on sometimes. He might actually get his wish because it's a movie and not a TV show.
You know, let me ask you something. Do you actually think that this movie is going to be a brand new adventure, or is going to be flashbacks to his origin on where he came from? Because they definitely have to go back to where he came from and knowing how come he never knew who the Jedi were, how come he never knew who Boba Fett was, how come he never knew anything, and he's a Mandalorian. You ever think that they might go back? It might be an origin story.
I think
in that 2-hour movie when it's called Mando and Grogu.
Yeah, I think he already thinks he explained. I think that Dave thinks he already explained that shit to you.
He didn't explain shit. We don't know.
Okay, and he thinks he did. He showed you a little.
I'm sure there's.
Go ahead, Jedi.
No, I was just gonna say, I'm sure there's plenty of people in the universe that have never encountered a Jedi. I mean, he was a Mandalorian, but he was a youngling Mandalorian for the most part, raised after, right, the fall of the Empire, right?
No, he was raised in the Clone Wars.
He was raised during the Clone Wars time. So
yeah,
but that was when that is already past the High Republic portion.
Wait, how old is he supposed to be?
40. How old is he? He's the same age. He's the same age, like a little bit younger than Bo-Katan. Because Bo-Katan was 12 years old, 13 years old when she was fighting with Ahsoka against Maul and everybody.
Well, he's younger than that.
Maybe I'm mixed up on the timeline. When did Mandalorian start?
10 years after.
10 years after, yeah.
So all of them. 16 plus 4. He's like
he might not even been part of the Order then when he was a young kid.
Yeah, I don't even know if he was in the Mandalorian.
He's a bounty hunter. He's a bounty hunter. So he's been out bountying.
Now we saw his parents. His parents definitely were not bounty hunters.
No, his parents weren't bounty hunters. They were like religious cult something.
No, they were not. You forget that's who saved him was the Death Watch.
Yeah, the crazy religious cult is who kidnapped him.
Yeah,
didn't save him. They kidnapped him.
What's up, Gonzo? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, I think Jedi's got it. Jedi, for somebody who says he never gets the timeline, I think gets the timeline right. We're talking about this guy in the Clone Wars maybe being 4. So he's got 2 more years there, 6 by the time he's out and all the Jedi are dead. No,
he looked like he was older when he was picked up by Death Watch. When after Death Watch destroyed the battle droid and grabbed him and took
maybe
off with him.
6, maybe 6.
Like that.
So still he's 10. By the time they're all dead, he's 10. And he's obviously someplace where the Separatists can attack him. So there would be a lot of Jedi in the Separatist.
Well, Maul was the ruler of Mandalore when freaking goddamn he was there.
We really don't know anything about that time.
You don't know that at all.
We don't know he was there.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Wherever they hit him, wherever Mando was, he was. I don't know if he was on Mandalore or was one of the planets or the moon of Concord.
He wasn't on Mandalore.
What?
We already know he wasn't on Mandalore because the first time he went to Mandalore was when it was all destroyed. He'd never been there before.
But he was hiding someplace. But at the time he was growing up.
Yeah, but that could have been. It could have been after. Yeah.
We're going to be debating in circles here. It doesn't really matter as far as like the reason.
No, it does. Hey, time out. It does because when Jedi's saying timeline stuff and fucking universe stuff, it matters at this point. So.
I didn't want to. In fact, after hearing this topic and the other topic so far, I agree 100% with Marco. We should have done the wheel.
All right, moving forward. Patty Jenkins came out this week and revealed that she has a new deal to finish writing her Rogue Squadron draft of the script.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I don't know if I even buy it. I kind of think she's making this up because she has no work to do. I don't know if I buy this.
I buy it. You know why I buy it? Because when it comes out, it's going to be great.
Rogue.
You guys are going to be sitting there. It's going to be Top Gun meets freaking goddamn Star Wars. It's going to be good.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Top Gun meet Star Wars. I don't.
And Tom Cruise is going to be in it. Don't worry.
Good Lord.
She's
Val
between
Kilmer's
work.
gonna be not evil.
She got kicked off of Wonder Woman. I don't think she has anything to do. So maybe they're doing it as a favor to her, or maybe she's just making it up because she wants to do work. I don't think any of this is anything to write about.
Yeah, I mean, it's still.
Well, I don't even know that headline doesn't even make sense to me. The new deal, because it's actually just the old deal. It's not really the new deal. The old deal was, she's going to create a script.
Hold on.
And a treatment and everything for Rogue Squadron, right? That was the old deal. And then it was going to happen. Let me finish. It was going to happen after Wonder Woman 3, supposedly.
Yeah.
And that was the deal. And then Lucasfilm decided they didn't want to wait on Wonder Woman 3 and all that anymore anyway. So they just let her they let that deal slip or slide or whatever you want to call it.
You're right, JJ. Yep.
They let it expire.
But now Wonder Woman 3 is not a thing, so you're back to the deal.
Yeah.
It's not really a new deal. It's the same deal. Just Wonder Woman 3 doesn't exist. That's the only difference.
Yeah, I got that. But wasn't she already supposed? Didn't they say that she already started drafting the script?
Yeah, she already did a treatment for it. Yes. Not a script, but.
Well, look, you're right. And
What? Where? Can we source this? This sounds like trash.
This came straight from her. She's the one who put it out there.
JJ is 100% right. Because now there's no because James Gunn told her, gave it a boot. There's no Wonder Woman 3. She comes
Not yet.
back, and that was look.
Yeah, she came straight out and unpromptedly brought this up that she is back working on the Rogue Squadron script. That's the thing that's suspicious to me.
But maybe she had to deal with Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy, she couldn't do it because of 3, and they said, "All right, whenever you find time." And now she has time.
No,
Nick Cage wants to do Star Trek. He doesn't like Star Wars. He wants
Nick Cage, what a bum!
Yeah, Nick Cage said Star Trek's better. We don't want.
Hey, she can work on the script all she wants till I see her with a check. Then I'm not gonna believe it.
But isn't this kind of like all these people out there saying I'm writing a draft, I'm writing a script? By now, isn't that kind of like saying X comic got optioned? It doesn't really mean anything.
Right.
Yeah.
It just means they're getting paid to write something that may never make it anywhere.
Yes, agreed.
Hey, what about the Lando movie? The Lando, we haven't heard anything about that either.
Yes, we did. We heard about it 3 weeks ago.
When?
3 weeks ago, when you weren't here.
When I wasn't here. Oh, okay. I haven't heard anything.
You can watch our shows when you're not here, and then you learn about what's going on in Star Wars. It's great.
Impressions of you.
Because every time I say something about Star Wars, I'm wrong.
And speaking about Lando,
if you watch the show, you would be.
Billy G came out this week and said he would love to return and play Lando again if they paid him a lot of money.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pay that dude a bag. Hell yeah.
Case of,
Who wrote this story? Captain Obvious?
Fuck. Did you just hear $12.4 billion? Roll it back to this man's house.
Direct quote. I would love to come back if they paid me a lot of money.
Hell yeah. Dude, have you seen this dude's lines at cons? This bitch is
probably
also,
if they paid him a lot of money to be in, what was it, Love Boat or whatever he started in back in the day, they'd probably pay him a lot of money for that. You'd be in that too. Like,
huge line.
people how acting works. If they pay you a lot of money, you go star in the thing they're paying you money to be in.
Yeah.
Hey, he's anybody that can do Colt 45 fucking ads is a king in my book. Give it to him.
The smoothest guy in the galaxy. Yeah, he was in the Jeffersons a long time ago.
And he's looking better than he was like 3 years ago, dude.
He is.
He's getting back in fighting shape, bro.
He's still no Lando. He's still no Lando.
Oh, he's old.
Still no Lando.
Those days are gone. All right. We got season 2 news. It's tentatively scheduled to begin filming in Q4. So with the possibility that we might see it at the very end of 2005 if they get everything going. So we might get this is our second show from 2025. So that's good.
Yeah.
Right now we have Andor and nothing else on the docket for 2025. Well, we're not going to have a Mandalorian season 4 anytime soon. So what?
Yeah. Well, it's okay. Go away, Seeker. Don't go. Go.
If you watch any of our shows, the actor last week said there is no Mando season 4.
No, man. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. Go. Don't stop there. Don't stop there.
That's what I just said. We're not going to get a Mando.
Yeah. Why are you arguing about stuff? Yes, Wayseeker. He agreed. He said that.
They're arguing about something they agree on.
Yeah, I know. They're literally arguing what they agree on.
Acolyte trailer is rumored to drop with the Phantom Menace re-release.
Smart idea.
Wow. What happened?
You know what? Listen, for the people that weren't going to go see it, they're going to go see it now because they want to see the trailer. To see the trailer on a big screen and to see it because the Phantom Menace, it's a smart, as a brilliant plan to do that. And I want to go see it. When this happens, I'm going.
Wow.
So wait, let me just to clarify, Dom, you were not going to go see Phantom Menace re-release until you heard that there was going to be the trailer with it.
Well, actually, I actually was.
Okay.
Thinking about it, but now I'm actually on board on this. Really, this is great for what they're doing. Me personally,
I don't know. I think I can wait an extra 24 hours and see it online. I don't have to go see.
You'll come out online eventually.
It's not like the big screen,
For a trailer?
I'm just gonna talk to some dude I know, and I'll get in there, see it on the big screen, and then walk out after the movie.
Well, that was remember Meet Joe Black? Back in the day?
Yeah.
Had the Phantom Menace trailer on it, and like there was literally people that would buy a ticket to Meet Joe Black and then leave after the trailer was done.
Yeah.
Keep going forward.
Hold on. He told Tom Disney was making Billy's All Star Wars. Now he's jumping on board. Give him the bell. Good job. We'll keep it adding.
Bring him out.
JJ called this one right here. Battlefront Classic Collection came out this week, and we are hearing that the whole servers are being run on one Donk Droid, and it is a disaster. You can't even play the game.
That's hilarious.
It is, it's a disastrous launch. So if you want to play this game, you can't. Like, there's no server space. There's nobody can actually play it. They said they're going to fix it, but it could be weeks before they actually fix this thing.
Hey, how much did it cost to get the Classic collection? They weren't letting you play off your old
$40, I think.
Yeah,
$40. That's why you got to make that $80. Try to get it going.
Can I
you don't make it on $80. Nobody fucking buy that
You
shit.
have to do it to get the servers, man. Servers ain't cheap, bro. What do you think this is? No, seriously. What do you think it is?
There's free to play games that run on servers.
We got people still making NFTs on blockchain instead of fucking having servers built on them so that we could have these games on there and play them dirt cheap for nothing. Nah, bro. Not how it's gonna work. $40.
But not to take anything away from JJ because he's forgotten more about video games than I'll ever know. But doesn't every video game release, aren't they all disastrous? I mean, it just seems like they are.
Not all of them.
No, I wouldn't say
And then
everyone.
they fix whatever the bugs are, and it's
But they call it beta Jedi for 4 years.
Yeah,
and this wasn't beta. It's a straight rollout.
Yeah. Well, they have they're long beta. And also too, a lot of them have. You're right in that a lot of them have what they call a day one patch, which literally the day it comes out, you also have to download a patch for the game to fix the late bugs that came up.
Like this is disastrous on the Cyberpunk was disastrous.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
This is like on that level of disastrous. Like there were some glitches when this Jedi Survivor came out, like where you got stuck and you had to redo your process a little bit, but like you could at least play the game, and most people didn't get that glitch. Everybody was affected.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
When they launched one of the Warzone updates, I think it was to 2. It actually did it for like 12 hours. Like you log in and it just kick you out. Log in, kick you out. Log in, kick you out. It was crashing all the time.
Yeah, I mean, this is more of a thing like because Aspire, when they marketed this remake or whatever, they came out and said, the selling point was they were adding a little bit of new content, which the new content doesn't work, and they were also going to do online play. And then it turns out you couldn't do cross. But the thing that's broken the most is the online play. You can't get online to play hardly at all. And when you do, you get kicked off, you get glitches, you get everything else. It running horribly.
Cross-platform or just singular platform?
Not cross-platform. They originally said cross-platform, and then they changed it 1 week before release.
Oh, shit. So, that's not good.
Yeah. So, not a good game launch.
No. And we got some KOTOR news this week as the new company came out and put out their list of games coming out. And they indicated that KOTOR is still years away. And that made fans angry, but that's what we've been saying for a long time. So don't expect this game anytime before 2028 or so, I bet. If it
don't expect it at all.
Yeah. So this one is a long ways away. So got that news today.
Good Malik, though.
We got the C-3PO head that we know Anthony Daniels was selling. We got it sold this week at auction, and the final number was like $840. just under $850,000. The Jedi is now poor, but he has this coming his way. So I can't wait.
I didn't need that retirement fund anyway.
How many mortgages did you take out on the house? Is it 2 or 3?
Yeah. In 10 years, this thing will be worth like $3 million.
When he passes on to becomes part of the Force, it's going to be worth a lot more money.
Yeah.
Does this surprise anybody? That this?
Yes, this is too much money. I can't believe somebody paid this much money for it.
Really?
No, really. I kind of assumed it was
1.2
about that. Really, yeah.
I thought
I think
1.2.
close to $1 million is what I was thinking.
Exactly. Should have been a lot more money.
It's C-3PO. It's head.
But I mean,
So?
It's
C-3PO's
head.
But it's Star Wars
character.
That weirdo put that weirdo.
C-3PO.
Go ahead, Jedi. Tell him why.
No, I'm just saying it's the storyteller of Star Wars, but it's Star Wars. The bottom line, C-3PO or not, it's Star Wars, and it's and there are a lot of very rich Star Wars fans out there with a lot of disposable income that will buy this shit up, especially if it's a one of a kind. This doesn't surprise me. You guys, I'm a little surprised that it's under $1 million.
Hold on, John. Hold on. He wore this in the movie. He wore it in the movie. He stole it. It shouldn't get out. He stole it with it. Yeah, he stole it. It's screen accurate because it's screen worn. He probably told you where he wore it at. Like all that shit counts up. And it's not like there's 50 different people. There wasn't a stand-in for him with the helmet on. He was the guy wearing the suit all the time. There wasn't a stand. They would have a stand-in, but not with that helmet on. So it's the helmet that was in the shots. All that stuff makes it more expensive. So yeah, to be honest,
Anthony Daniels' DNA in that thing. I mean, come on.
That's kind of gross. But
I tried to look up online and I couldn't find out how much the cookie sold for. They didn't have any. I was hoping that Jedi bought that cookie from the Kennedy cookie, but we couldn't find out the exact numbers.
We had hungry Friday night after the show.
Yeah.
John,
you get the free gold duct tape with it? John wants to know. We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know. Michael Culver, who was famously killed by Darth Vader, is now dead at age 85. And so there were some great headlines about this one all over. Yeah. People making fun of his death because he was choked by Vader. And so Captain Nita, rest in peace.
Also, there was one that Double J pointed out where it said it sounded like he was killed by somebody.
Yeah. Killed by. It sounded like he was killed. It's like. It says something about like Michael Culver dead at 85.
No, it said famous Star Wars actor killed.
Yeah, killed by Darth Vader or something.
Yeah, killed by Darth Vader at 85. Yeah.
That's why punctuation matters. That's why for all you young people out there, punctuation does matter.
Yeah. Famous. Well, that's what it was. It was famous Star Wars actor killed by Vader at 85. Like the fuck? What? Who dressed up as Vader and killed this poor schmuck?
Yeah. All right. I don't know. The art collectors out here, this is your last chance. This one went on sale Friday and it runs through today. These are Glissleys. This is a type of print that's pretty famous, I guess. And these are prints of just eyes of Star Wars characters. Right now, there are 2 prints, one of Princess Leia's eyes and one of a Stormtrooper's eyes. And these are selling for $35 each. They're 9x5 from Bottleneck Gallery. So if you want this special print of Leia's eyes, you have to buy it before midnight tonight, or it is gone.
You said a lot of things that don't make any sense. First off, you said very popular. Don't believe it. Second off, Stormtrooper's eyes. Don't believe it. Third off, you said very rare and then said print, which those are equally imposing because you can print. It's not maze you fucking want, not rare.
I'm just saying.
I don't think very rare and $35 go together.
But when they're only saying for 33 days, and everything they only are printing just as many as sell, so they don't think many will sell.
This sounds a lot like comic book exclusives.
So that's how it's gonna be rare because they've only sold 2 so far. Okay, probably. I get that.
Probably. So if you want a picture of Leia's eyes, you can now buy it.
It's not. Hold on. It's not a picture of Leia's eyes. It's somebody drew some eyes. They then went to a printer, printed them out, and then telling you that it's Princess Leia's eyes, and they want you to pay $35 for that.
One look at you and I fantasize.
I just thought Ruben would be buying this. I thought Dom would probably be buying this.
No, because look at Dom's toys, and I know what he's buying.
Oh wow.
That's almost going to not
Only
allow
if it was Boba Fett's eyes.
No, that's not what it is.
Yeah, I had to read this
No.
article like 75 times to understand what was going on, and I still don't understand what was going on. But these people trying to sell this for these eyes pictures and collections. I guess they already did one before of Vader and Luke, and so now they're on Leia and the Stormtrooper. So hey, you want eye collection? You can.
Why? You know what I don't get? Like, so you think on this they actually have to pay for the licensing?
No. You think that's
if you're using like the Leia name and all that, you don't think Disney would come after you?
No.
No.
Not unless they say official whatever, but they probably put it in a certain way where they can get around it. Plus, it's a rendition of a famous character's eyes. So like that's like going after everybody who draws like a homage cover. You can't do. I mean, like, Do You Poo would go out of business at this point.
Well, $35 ain't a lot of money.
They might be going out of business anyways. I don't know who the fuck buys that dumb shit.
You said they did a Luke? I don't see any.
I know who buys it. My Bargain Comics buys every single Do You Poo. He's got a whole huge collection of them.
My God.
You talk to your friend about why.
I will. I have 100 times told him he buys garbage, but he buys good shit too.
All right, so we got some details on the second set to the accessory reveal. The second set's called Shadows of the Galaxy. It's coming out in July. As you can see here, it's going to be focusing on Mandalorian. Looks like the starters might actually be Kylo and Rey, but you also will get Mando and Moff Gideon and all of that stuff. You got the Rancor from Book of Boba Fett. You're going to get the Darksaber. So it's really centering on post Return of the Jedi time period. So this is for you, Dom. Book of Boba Fett cards coming your way. You're going to have to pick up a lot of these boxes. There's no doubt about it. This is what you want. And he walks away. Marco, you're muted.
Yeah.
Can't hear you.
Marco's still muted.
Do you have the next one
There you
also? The next
No, I don't have. I just had the name of it, but I didn't put it on
Twilight of
here.
Rebellion. They have that
Twilight of
printed too. Yeah.
But I didn't have any idea of what's coming out in that one.
I could probably get pictures if you want. I'll send them to you later.
But so
Yeah.
here you go for your next set.
Dom, this is gonna be good for you. Not really, but it'll be good for you.
You got to start buying some of these cards, Dom.
No. He'll get a lot of them in the starter pack. They're gonna have the Mando.
Eventually, I'm gonna pick them up.
You gonna buy a showcase boba for $500? Get it.
Alien
graded?
Lou. There's some books that are selling right now. You'd be surprised.
If it goes down a little bit more, I'll get it.
Yeah.
So anyway, so here's something to look forward to.
You don't have to get a showcase, Dom, either. You can get just the regular version of Boba.
Yeah.
We got news this week that Ariel Anindito will be leading the High Republic. He's been doing all of the art for the main inside art for High Republic issues for both Run 2 and beginning of Run 3. He will be taking a break, as he says. He needs a break after issue 5, and so he's done some great art. I'll be really interested to see how the art changes for the main run.
Yeah, Peace America.
He's done
Peace
30 issues now.
Bro, he's doing a good job.
Yep.
The interiors aren't bad.
Yeah. So he will be stepping aside after the end of the next issue.
Yep.
Found that out. We also got a villains poster by Noto of all of the great villains of the High Republic. As you can see here, you got Diggit, who we'll be talking about in just a little bit with appearances. You got everybody else that we love. We got the Staros right there. You know, we got Bulin, who is Marco's best friend.
I love Bulin. He's creepy as fuck. I want to kill that dude.
And poor Niv is the biggest baby ever, and so he just continues to be a bigger baby at this point.
Bitch boy, little dude.
Yeah, but cool little art by Noto of all the villains of Phase 3.
Never show them with the staff anymore.
They don't need it anymore. Why do you need the staff when you have all these things on them to control them?
Go ahead, Jedi. What do you got?
No, I was just going to highlight Bry's question about where's Lorna. So I guess they're foreshadowing that she's not going to be a villain. She's going to end up.
She isn't right now. She's helping out the Republic.
Yeah, against her will, she is. Yeah,
kind of. She's also outcast by the.
Yeah, she also dropped out of the Nihil at the end of Phase 1, kind of.
Yeah, she's kind of like the Boba Fett of the High Republic at this point.
I don't know if she's not a villain, but she's not a Nihil villain.
Yeah. Why no? Why no baby nameless? Yeah, we'll see some baby because they die.
They all die. They all need the facial cream, and you can't get enough facial cream, and they die.
Not enough facial cream. We'll cover some of that stuff. Actually, I forgot to do the arrows because I was going to do this thing where we point to every single
facial cream.
Well, let's just let's get into it then.
Come on, man.
That's how they build. That's how they grow up. We told you. Oh, you missed it last week.
I transitioned it perfectly for you, Marco.
Yeah, right here. We'll get right into it. I started off as the first book. Star Wars High Adventures. We talked about this book for a very long time. Hopefully you got your copies. We will talk more about the A and B cover later. Huh?
A cover, $15, $20, right?
Dom. When I say we'll talk about the covers later, what you do is say, oh, yeah, because I actually read the stuff that we put in the chat. Instead, you just come in here and go, hey, Dom's going to show us a toy later on where it's a girl in a thong. And you kill the show when you do that.
Okay.
Fucking A. So, damn it, dude. I was on a thing and he just cut it for that.
I set you up perfectly, too.
You did. I mean, that was the perfect setup for this. And now it just. So, as you know, some people are listing this book for first appearances. This is the first page of first appearances. There's the guy, the purple person, nobody gives a shit about. The guy in the blue pajamas, nobody's going to give a shit about him. The girl that looks like a fucking Ahsoka ripoff, nobody's going to give a shit about. That green character is not a new first appearance. The robot's not a new first appearance. The blue guy who's wrote, not a first appearance. The guy whose ponytail is going to die. And did I miss anybody? Oh, no. Yeah. No, the guy with the red hair is kind of already appeared. So it's like a 50-50. All right.
The guy
the first appearance in this book. Not 100% true. There's somebody on the cover. Either way, they get this council together. The guy's like, we're a secret form and you've all been vetted. It's like, they're fucking Jedi. Who wouldn't be vetted? Like, I don't get it. And then he was a dick, so it doesn't matter. But they're going in to save their friends. It's actually a really good book. And, I like it. Here we go. Another first appearance here. There's a guy named the Warden who looks like some character that came out in the third tier of Masters of the Universe. You see the guy with the red hair and the armor on him? He's going to die, just to let you know. But it's really cool how this plays out. So he's on this planet, and we have a bunch of the Jedi hiding out. And our guy, Whiny Boy, who, if you follow the show, you know that's also not his first appearance. Because, why, Wayseeker? His first appearance was last book and 2 when we talked about it. However, the most important first appearance is on this page.
Right there.
To the left of the Warden, the guy that looks like a creepy dude. And that is who, Wayseeker?
To the left of the Warden?
Yes.
Niv.
No, that's to the right.
The right is Daggett.
Looking at
his right is Daggett.
No, looking at the page, Wayseeker, the girl.
Right.
I didn't say his. I said
yes,
to
you did. You
the
said
left.
To the right.
I said to the left. Oh my god.
No, Diggett's the only important.
You also don't know what 2 and 2 is, but like
Diggett is the only important first appearance.
Diggett's the only person. The girl that's to the left
matters.
Only person in there.
And it's also not going to make that big of a difference. Let's be clear.
We covered her in the little kitty novel. She shows up in the kitty novel with the little mopey guy that holds the box. Okay, here we go. He's got the box. Here's the little creatures we talked about last time too. They're the little babies that use the collagen. What do we call it? What do we call the stuff they put in their head, in the face? The women do so they don't get wrinkles.
The facial cream.
Yeah, but it's not facial cream. What?
Botox.
It's the
Botox.
Yeah.
They're the ones that eat Botox to stay alive. Okay, and we know that he hasn't quite figured it out yet. But this is what I found interesting with this, Wayseeker. Vans goes up there, and he's like, he's right in front of 2 of these, the Botox fucking nameless, right?
Right.
And he like just uses the force and pushes them the fuck away. I thought they were supposed to be powerful and hungry when they were little. Like real powerful and hungry. Like remember when So like
I think these are so different because they weren't born on the right planet. So I don't know if it's the same thing. Like these things just are nearing death at all time. I don't even know if they actually are that powerful.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem because they said he was sweating a little bit or whatever, but as you see in the next panel, there's 2 of them, and he just is like
you saw like the baby what it did to Kevmo, right? In that old book, like when it hatched, Kevmo was just completely destroyed, and it just was so hungry and just demolished.
Super hungry, but he might not have known. Like, I mean, I don't know. So like, but he flings these fuckers away, And then the little whiny emo dude and his girlfriend protector Diggit is running after him because he's got to go save the babies that are somehow like lost now or dead. Who knows? They might.
I love that art when he's like screaming no and the little babies are going out there and like that's all he cares about are these little idiot things that he's creating.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. No, Botox babies. There we go.
He's such a whiner.
Yeah, he's such a whiner. We actually might be losing some characters too, by the way, some of the new ones that they introduced here, because as you know, at the end, you see them all evacuated into space. So, by the way, I didn't see, and so did the baby Botox. You know, the baby Botox kids aren't with, did you notice that?
Yeah.
They aren't in the safety area either. The baby Botox kids are gone. So the baby nameless might be all dead. They probably are. Like we said,
we're going on like 4 or 5 now. So
if you guys are selling the book, change it to first appearances to Dig It. Semi might be important. First appearance.
That's it. I mean, it's a fun story.
It's a great story.
I actually thought it was a good story, but
great characters
nothing
too. By the way,
of importance in this book.
No, I disagree. We get Dig It, and we get a little bit of movie in the storyline, and we got some people who are going to die. Anyways, next up, also, there's another reason why the book should be a little bit more expensive than cover price. Darth Vader, number 44. Yeah. There's a guy, and then he's like, "Oh, there's all these guys that are all mutated. Oh, and one of them's the governor." And she's like, "Yeah, I steal energy so that we can be super powerful. We're on Vader's side, not the Emperor's side. We got to go get this robot army for Vader." And the guy's like, "Hey, listen, I'm pro Empire or Emperor," and they're like, "Well, Vader's here." And they go, "Dude, do you know that everybody is crying in pain?" "Yeah, sure, but not as much as Vader." And then Sly goes, "Hey, Vader's got all the robots and stuff." And the Emperor goes, "Does he know you're here telling me all this? Because aren't you supposed to be on his side?" And Sly goes, "I am on his side, but I'm also on your side because you guys can read minds and you both kill me." And he goes, "Cool, I want to fight Vader." The end. That's it. Not the worst Vader book, but we've seen it before. All right. We got Mace. We got Wu.
That's the worst cover. I know you think it's not that bad.
I'll tell you this. I don't. It's not even that. I think that when people look back on this, there's not a lot of these going out there. So
it just reminds me of
Scotty
Young for some reason.
Right now they're cheap, and just like the Scotty Young thing, where Scotty Young's used to be his 1 in 10s and his 1 in 25s used to be $5 and less. Same thing with Wu. I'm just telling you, if you could scoop one of these up for cover price, I would suggest you might want to hold on to it, man. All right. We got Window 2. Story's okay. They're Blue Lava apparently is really hot. That's all I learned out of this book. That and these things, they you can't shoot them with blasters or kill them with a lightsaber. You got to just put them to sleep. This pirate dude is awesome. He is so awesome. He works in Jabba's palace. He doesn't want Jabba to see anything, so he's sending out. What are these characters you love, Dom?
The Boba Fett.
Yeah, the Boba Fett type characters. Apparently, this Boba Fett the Boba Frick character. Apparently, yeah, but this is Boba Frick because he's a bounty hunter. And then we learn a new kind of race type thing in these people that live in there's 2. There's actually 4 first appearances if you really want to count it. Nobody read the book, so nobody cares really that much. But these 2 up there are part of a cult that is going to come down and try to slice the neck of Mace Windu. We'll see how that works out. I'd say probably pretty good.
I can't imagine anybody's reading that book though. Like it's actually decent, but
it's not bad. Nobody's reading it.
But nobody's reading it.
That's why I'm telling you. Like you can make fun of these Wu covers all you want. You can buy them right now for like $5. I've seen people spend worse shit on $5.
I mean, Dom spends worse on $500. So yeah,
that's what I'm telling you.
Yo, listen. Watch your mouth. I spent $500 on good shit.
He also spends. All right, coming up next week, Star Wars.
You go, you're gonna buy the 100.
You know what? I'm definitely debating on it. I don't know.
I actually might have good news for you in the market part when we get to it, Dom. Then that's all right. There's also 125 that's got Sing on it. What?
Yeah.
I just like the star cover. That's the one I like.
The star cover looks cool. That's a B cover. Nice.
Yeah.
This thing I like the Sing too. I thought the Sing was going to be a B. When I found out it was 125, I'm like, yeah. All right. Also, High Republic number 5 coming out next week, which is nice that we're getting it back to back. the 1 in 25s here have been fucking, what in the world are we doing with our lives? It's something.
If this is selling for more than $5, I will be shocked.
Also next week, we've got Visions. Lots and lots of Visions. There's also a 1 in 100, whatever it's called.
I like this
version without what?
Definitely looking forward to this.
You gonna buy the 1 in 100 for this one too?
I don't think he is, and I'll tell you why in the market report. All right.
Well, is this like phase 3 of this thing?
They're gonna do like different. They're gonna do different.
Yeah, this
versions.
is the third one.
Yeah,
They did one with Ronin, then the Peach Momoko did one, and now they're doing another one with Ronin.
Yeah,
this character's awesome.
If you've read some of the inside, it's gonna be Sith versus Sith. It's when he's a young Sith fighting a Sith master or a Sith master, so it's kind of cool.
It should be good. I don't need to buy 1 in 100. I'll just buy one, but it's expensive too.
Wayseeker, pull the fucking dime, Wayseeker.
It's $6 though, isn't it? It's a one shot $6.
Yeah, it's a one shot $6.
I hate that. I hate that. I hate one shot $6.
All right. Next Thrawn number 3 is coming out. We've told you about the ugly cover. This is shading. We've told you about how ugly covers are selling. The 1 in 25 is an ugly cover.
But it's got an important first appearance coming in this thing.
It does. Grisk.
I like
they showed it already in the preview. You can say it. The Grisk are coming.
The Grisk is coming.
Yeah, the Griskies are coming. For those people that know the Legends but don't know the current version, the Grisks are kind of an equivalent or like part of. Well, they're Thrawn's major enemy. They're the enemy of
the Chiss.
The Chiss. So,
I actually
what'd you say, Dom?
Shan cover. I think it's really hot.
Good. It's a B cover. You can get it easily. I actually like the A cover. I think it's cool. All right, and then FOC. They've gotten rid of the 1 in 25s for Mace. I think that's telling you something. I don't know. But you get the first cover appearance of the Boba Frick character there on the right. And then you get Master Apprentice on the left. And cover in the middle. Also, supposedly we're getting Star Wars Adventure High Republic, the Prison Break version, Buckets of Blood, and those two. Whatever.
I like the B cover for the High Republic 5.
Yeah. Is that new? Is it something new?
It's their first Star Wars cover. It's their second cover ever. I don't remember.
All right, new person's Star Wars cover there for you. What's up? Do you know what the artist's name is? Do you remember offhand?
No, not off the top of my head.
Jenna, go ahead.
What? No, nothing. I was just saying that. What's the girl's name with the tentacle hair girl, the pink one?
Zine.
Yeah, they're certainly drawing her. More
she's still very young. Very good. All right, so
that's not the way it looks in that cover.
So next up, oh my gosh, that's all. That always works well. Old dudes talking about young girls. Bro.
I mean, I didn't know. You know how I am with timelines. I thought maybe that they jumped.
It doesn't make it right.
Dude, did you not see how Belle aged 45 years of that year?
Well, listen.
I mean,
what about
habits?
Padme saying to Anakin, "Well, you might have grown." So, freaking Padme was a freaking goddamn older woman than freaking Anakin, and she was all saying this. So why can't Jedi?
Next up, before we get canceled on the Dark Side show, we're going back to look at the only book that was kind of doing all right last week, the Star Wars High Republic 1 in 25. It was the high last week was 36. It's averaging now about 24. So it's under ratio. It's on its way down, guys. I give this another week. It seems like there's a decent amount of copies out there. You could probably get it for cheaper than that. All right, here we go. This week, Dom's already spoiling. Well, kind of. This one's starting to go down. Star Wars High Republic Adventures number 3, cover A. It does have the first appearance of Dido on it. Well, that's not her name. What's her name?
Dig it,
whatever.
Dig it
on it. 1799, 1797. Last sale 1688 as of the
first cover appearance of the baby nameless. That one, number 3, that dies at the end.
That's dead. Yep. Yeah. So that's good.
Yeah, totally what we want.
2 dead characters on the front cover. Awesome. But there you go. It's a cool cover. It's a great book. And once again, remember what we've been talking about with Dark Horse. This stuff, and I hate to say it because people overuse this, but because of Dark Horse and their FOC issue, which we've covered that enough, it's hard to find these books for people to read. Let's just put it that way. It is getting hard.
And they're not going to do any second prints. That's the worst part.
No. And speaking of that, go find this book. Started off at $3.99, is now going up to $9.95, $9.89. This is the B cover. It's kind of creeping up there. There's not a lot of sale. There's not a lot of these even available for sale. I don't know, dude. If you didn't get this
cover, I love that cover.
I do too.
Yeah.
If you don't get this, good luck. I would suggest if you want it, probably now's the time. Go try to sneak one or two because I think there's only like 5 listed. So go try to sneak one or two. There was some early on that $3.99 was the average selling price day of, so it was doing pretty good there. Probably about 10 copies sold, and then all of a sudden,
Brian, this book will be it'll be a $4 or $5 book again in about 6 months, but people will forget it.
I don't actually think this book's going to get listed in 6 months. I don't think people are buying this book, the B book, to relist it. And I think some of the A's people are reading it, so it's going to be shit after they're done putting their sweat palms all over it. This is one where I think stores missed out on because of how effed up the FOC was for this book.
So is it going to be this way for the rest of the run, or just?
I think it's going to be their way for the next book too. Yeah, I think it's fucked. So I would, if I were you, if you're somebody who's a completionist, I would gamble and go out and try to get the. Is it FOC or for the FOC? I go FOC that B cover real quickly. A cover if you like it that much. If you collect both, but if you want the B cover, and it's the first time the artist is doing that B cover, I would I go get that FOC on that because it's and they revealed that B cover. They haven't revealed the next B cover. I don't know how far they're going to go. I mean, they have
revealed the next B cover on 6.
Oh, did they? They just do it?
Isabel did 6 and 7.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Maybe I was looking at 8 because I went all the way down to 8 because I was trying to see something about the storyline because sometimes
nothing on 8 yet.
Yeah, sometimes it gives it away in the.
We haven't. Our girl Sherry Ellis hasn't been.
I know. Yeah, I didn't want to. I don't want to give away what I found out about the books down the road, but I found out something. So, but hey, listen. I mean, I'm just showing you these two. This is. Look. You could say the first appearance on the first cover is what's making that sell. This one obviously is selling because whatever. So if you find a couple of these, go try to get them to your stores before they get wiped out by flippers. Speaking of stuff that's selling and actually pretty going, because somebody asked earlier in the chat, I can't remember who it was, but this Vision book, we typically don't do pre-sales except for when it's like this close to, and we're starting to see it dry up in the marketplace. The 125 for Visions has actually been doing pretty good. It was selling for a little bit more than this. It started picking back up when the week previously was going up because everybody saw it now on Next Week Up. 28.88, 31.79, and 29.99 are the last 3 on this. This book is now. Let me see what my notes say. I don't think there's a book. I don't think there's a 1 in 25 available for under like $30 at this point. So it's something. If you guys want this, $30 and up is what it's kind of looking for. There's a couple for $30, but they're starting to creep up to that $35 range. I don't see this one coming down that much, but I expect there should be a lot because the next book we're going to talk about is the 1 in 100. Holy shit. Like usually you haven't seen this nonsense for a 1 in 100 in a while. I cut out all the early one-ons because always the early one-ons seem to be around 140, 160, 170. You can't verify some of those sales. Sometimes it's for a whole lot. But these last couple I did look at. There was 2 159s, a 199.03 was the last one. I proceeded to then go look at what was actually available, at least because it's coming out this week in a couple days. It's not looking good, boys. If you didn't pre-order this, it's not looking good. I'm just going to put it there. I would not expect these books to be cheap. You could try to play the late game if you want. Hopefully you reserved them ahead of time. If not, you want to try to make a phone call before, I would suggest you do. But sometimes that tips off the comic book store owners too. So if you're a completionist, you're going to be breaking the piggy bank this week, just to let you know.
Yeah, that book probably, they're going to probably sell for about $225 at Midtown. Definitely.
Yeah, no doubt. And honestly, there's not a ton of them. There's usually you don't see as many listed this early for this type of stuff. You'll see like 1 or 2. And they won't sell, and they'll be like a little bit over. You'll see 149, 139.99. That's gone. The 140s are gone. The upward price on those are just getting ridiculous. So, good luck hunting that one down, boys. Another one we've talked about this a long time ago. I told you ugly sells when the FOC came out for this. Wayseeker laughed in my face.
I don't think the Ugly is selling. I think it's because of the grist. The grist is what's making the
I don't know. Either way,
No,
Ugly's selling this week. Huh? But actually, I think it's the artist. I don't think it has to do with either one. I think people actually like this artist. Ugly's garbage. This is a garbage cover. The grist look terrible inside.
The grist look horrible. I've been waiting
everything
years to see what they look like, and it's like they look worse than the guys from the Mandalorian that are the episode where the space creatures are.
Everything in this book says it's garbage. The only thing that doesn't say it's garbage is the price. The low on this was $33.24, and I'm telling you, this is this is like today and yesterday, which is not typically when you see it. You'd see people waiting off to see if they're going to buy. Either people will buy a month in advance during the FOC, or they'll wait. There's multiple copies sold over the last 3 days, starting to end at the $59.99 and $59.95. Two different sellers on those. Hopefully you reserved them, boys, because Ugly's selling this week. Speaking of not so ugly, but trending on its way up, the Django 1 in 25 started off around $13, $12. There was a 10 that Wayseeker always says sells, and then started picking its way up to the $22, $25 range.
That's a nice cover.
It is. I do not know how many people are buying in on the 1 in 100. There's definitely a lot of them out there because the 1 in 100 is the last highest sale for the 1 in 100 for the Django Fett. And this is why Dom might pick it up, Wayseeker. $89.95. We've been seeing this lately. We saw it with the Thrawn books. The 1 in 25s are seeming to do better sometimes when the 1 in 100s, if the 1 in 25s look good compared to the Virgin 1 in 100s. This 1 in 100 doesn't look like it's going to be hard to get. The 1 in 25, I'd wait 2 weeks if you haven't bought it or you haven't reserved it already because you might be paying a premium this week. And that's all we got this week for going through comics. So that's it. That's our little report. I was surprised at how many new. Are you guys surprised at how many of these new variants are actually doing pretty decent? Like this way. Oh, just as I say that, Wayseeker leaves.
Sorry.
Were you surprised at how some of these new comics were doing that decent? I mean, obviously the Adventures one, we liked it, but we liked it because the inside of the story that did pretty well. I know people were saying, I mean, some people weren't listing it as first appearances, but they were just listing first appearances, which they list every book. Like, I mean, every Star Wars book, you can literally write first appearances on, and that would be accurate. Actually, all 3 Star Wars books we had this week had first appearances on them. But for some reason, the Adventures took off, which I think we addressed that already. I think it's because it is hard to get. But I was still surprised. I was surprised at the Thrawn. You could say it's the grist.
I'm surprised by the Thrawn. I'm not surprised by the Ronin because the Ronin is a different type of person that likes that. I think it's some anime people and other things like that, as well as Star Wars. We saw that with the other Ronin that came out like last fall.
Mm-hmm.
That thing was like also another $250. That came out right when New York City Comic Con was, and that was the hot book at New York City. Yeah, so I'm not surprised by the Ronin. I am surprised by the Thrawn, and I'm also not surprised by the Django because I don't think people care that much about Django.
Yeah, but I thought. Go ahead.
I was going to say I don't think the Django or the Thrawn price holds more than a week.
You could say that, but the last couple Thrawn prices has, and since it's already double on that 1 in 25, I have
still pretty widely available though.
Yeah, but for over ratio, we'll see. We'll see what happens because there is a shit ton of these. There's a shit ton of these, and they still haven't come out. They still haven't come down.
But my point is, it's available over ratio, but the shops and whoever has already ordered it, so it's going to come to them. If they can't sell it for 40, they're going to sell it for 25. And lower.
Yeah, they might, and that's what I'm saying is you're going to have to go to shops to get them. What I'm saying is like even with that book, there was more because there was a 1 in 100 with that, and a lot of people had that 1 in 100. A lot of people pre-ordered that 1 in 100.
Did everybody get their books mint after that? Box?
Yeah. Oh, there were not only that, there was a double. Yeah, because it was a claim thing. You actually didn't have to return the books. You know that, right? On that book, on this book, this is one of the ones that was redone. I have the original one that has the marking on it. You guys saw it before. But this is the reissue. Actually, Keith Daggett's an honest dude. He said, "Hey man, I know you got the damaged thing. I claimed yours as damaged. Here's the undamaged book, the reprint, like when they redid it. Right? It's not a reprint because it's not second print. It's the same stuff, but here it is. So he gave me that. But there is people who sold it the day of and they didn't return them, or people who had one copy of it didn't sell it because they overpriced it, then proceeded to go, hey, I'm destroying it. You didn't have to have proof of destroying it and got another copy. So there's a shit ton of those copies out there, and they still held. So, I mean, I hear what you see, Double J. I hear it. And it might, and you're right. It might after this week get taken down. But Avengers lasted over, what was that, 4 times cover price? The B cover starting to get double cover price. I think Wayseeker's right with the Ronin. I think that's going to be an expensive book for the 25 and for the 100.
Yep.
Will Sing probably come down? Yeah. Will Django be dirt cheap? Yeah. That 1 in 100 is going to be a bottom feeder.
Maybe I'll wait for it to come out and get it 9.8 when it comes out.
Yeah, you'll probably get it for $80 9.8, right? Don't you think?
Maybe.
Probably somewhere around there.
Yeah, somewhere around there. But with the rest of them, JJ, I mean, it for some reason, the Thrawn 1 in 25s are just mind-boggling. And it's the one, they're the one that defy the logic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think partly that's for 2 reasons. I think one, people think of the last Thrawn series that came out, how 1 in 25s did for that, maybe.
Yeah.
But that logic doesn't really gel because it's obviously a totally different market than it was.
Agreed.
And then 2, you can say the Grisks and stuff, but I don't think that really.
I don't think
that really drives it either. So.
I don't think the Grist drives it either. I think you're right. I think people are getting FOMO of it because 1, the character showed up in movies, and 2, they go back and look at the original series and see that those 1 in 25s, which by the way was a way different story than these 1 in 25s, obviously.
Yeah.
But more people are buying them. So you know what happens when more people buy them, the price goes up. As far as this, John, yeah, I think if your LCS is selling them and has extras.
21 and 25, Thrawn first Grisk. If there's a mention or a little flashback of Grisk, Ahsoka season 2.
They're going to talk about the Grisk.
I don't know, Dom.
I don't think that's going to move.
It's always weird with species.
I know.
Yeah.
Species aren't the same as a character.
Yeah. I don't think that's what's going to merit. But like, I think there is collectors like one of the things you want for a book to naturally go up and maintain value is for the collectors that do run collections, like Ruben, to be interested in that. If you can get the Rubens of the world interested in a series, that's good news for you.
Yeah.
And for some reason, if you look at the reviews on Thrawn, the 125s have come out. Like when you guys were like, that cover's ugly, I'd already gone to where I go to look at things, and they were like, look at this dope cover. Look, our subjective as a motherfucker, right? But like just because we think it's ugly.
I understand it's subjective, but there's also wrong.
Just because ugly sells, bro. Like what do you want me to tell you? That's one.
But the one thing you have to learn, Wave Seeker, for you to say it's ugly to other person, it's a freaking beautiful work of art. It's not your opinion. It's another opinion too as
That's
well.
True. I hate most of Peach Momoko's art. I think it's ugly as sin for most of her books. But you get people love them. Well, people love them.
I mean, think about this. For years, Scotty Young had a cult following that was putting out the same book that he still puts out now. He literally does the same shit. But all of a sudden, you got people starting to collect it, and they had to keep collecting it. And it put up the price on his books. So you can either say, like, yeah, we can, or we could say, hey, look, man, we don't think it's great. It's happening, though. And this week seems to be, especially to have 4 books. Man, last week we had 4 books out in the last 2 weeks. One of those books, The Adventures, is the only one worth a shit. The rest of them, the 125 is falling in the head.
I think Visions is going to be the only one that holds out of this round.
I think Visions in the 125 from Thrawn. I think
because
both 125 and 100.
I don't even think the 125 and Thrawn will hold.
I'll check next week.
We'll
I mean, that's the one good thing.
I bet she's back down to ratio by next week. By the end of next. Not when it releases, but
Sunday?
a week after it's released.
Okay. All right.
A week after it's released.
Clip that. Somebody clip that. Put it. We'll look it up, dude.
The $7 cover price and everything else, because they probably didn't order a lot of those.
Oh, there is. No, you are incorrect on that, sir. Well,
Really?
at least there's a lot listed, but like, I mean, for 1 in 100s, ratio per 1 in 100s, there's a lot listed, like what compared
Really?
normally. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of these books are up already, which typically, unless stores are like, oh, I think I can make this much, they won't put them up this early. They are putting them up because the price has gotten so high on those and the Thrawn. And that's where I see the difference of it. I don't know what's going on with the B book, but I figured once they start selling for $10, everybody will put the Star Wars Adventure B up because it's a $4, $5 book. You're going to double and get it.
I mean, I think part of it is, we measure it by like the ratio price, but nobody sells it for the ratio price at a store anymore. You go to a shop online, you're not buying the 1 in 100 for $100. You're buying the 1 in 100 for $140 or $150.
Sometimes they still sell them for ratio. The 125s you can find for ratio a lot of times.
Yeah, 125 maybe, but even then, like when I look online for a lot of them, it's even a lot of the 1 in 25s now are like $35.
Yeah, agreed. I mean that we've talked about that too. But the 1 in 100s, the new we've talked about this before is 138, right? But these aren't selling for 138. They're selling for almost $200, bro. Like that's a lot. Like that's a big chunk to go, man.
It's also a $6 comic. So I mean, it's 138 is probably not fair for a $6 comic.
Right. Agreed.
It's probably like 150.
But there's still people of the mindset. There's still the guy that sells the 125s for $10. So like there still is the mindset out there. There's still some of these guys that pick them up for ratio or use their discount or whatever it is for that. What I'm saying is online ain't the place. If these are already hitting these prices going in this week, that's an oddity. The online is not the place for you guys to buy books this week. Go find an LCS if you're going to try to dig it. Because or hopefully you already pulled them or you FOC'd them because this week is an expensive ass week. All right. Speaking of expensive ass stuff, let's get into the wheel. You guys ready?
Sure.
We have a wheel.
Nobody knows what's going on still, but yes.
Yeah, so we have a wheel. I'm not quite. The guys want to play. What the hell did you guys want to play?
I legit this idea started earlier in the week, and I legit forgot about it about 4 days until before the show.
So they want to do another bracket. For those people that don't remember what happened, Jedi, could you tell these people what happened with the first bracket we did?
The short story, I got robbed.
That's not what happened. The long story is because Jedi still says that we don't do these anymore. However,
we did one last year and we never finished it. We just stopped
because I hate it because everybody starts arguing. I never get more messages. Than when we do one of these stupid ass.
Dude, our viewers just ticked up by 10 as you put this wheel on the thing.
Dude, and they love it.
It's like
they
probably think it's for a giveaway.
It's like a Renovision thing. If they see a wheel, they just
the hate mail that I get when we do these stupid ass shit. And before people in the chat say, I want to play, nope, not doing it. Because I try to push the responsibility to other people. And eventually I get a bunch of messages that I don't respond to because I'm lazy about getting back to messages. And then I get yelled at about how I'm the one miscounting points. I don't count the fucking points. So this year I'm going to play with Dom. And what we're doing is we're taking Star Wars artists and we are going to go head to head bracket style, but it's going to be like a reveal game, right? Kind of like war.
It's top 8 artists. So not everybody from the wheel is going to get picked. And each week you get to pick one art to go against somebody else's art, but you can't use the same art again. So once you use it, it's done. So you got to be.
It's only 8. I thought it was 12.
Well, there's 12, but we're only going to draw 8.
Oh,
so we might not get them all.
Don't say because I really don't want to play this game because
there's only 4 of us. There's only 4 of us playing.
Jedi still holds a grudge from 4 years ago on some shit I didn't even.
Anyway,
correct, Jedi?
But so it's gonna be a top 8.
I don't hold you responsible necessarily.
It's gonna be a top 8. We'll get down to a top 4, then we go to a final.
Hold on, Wayseeker. Let's figure this out. You don't hold me necessarily. Wayseeker, hold on. Go ahead, Jedi. Nobody cares about the rules. They don't listen to it anyways. This is what I'm proving to you. Jedi, finish off what you were about to say. You don't necessarily blame me for the last time.
No, because it was just bad timing, and I had to travel, so I didn't get to represent C-3PO in the final. And then the person that I chose to represent C-3PO fell asleep and missed the show. So then we had to bring in the third alternate who knew nothing about what I had prepared for C-3PO.
Awesome.
And this was in the championship round. And it was just a nightmare for me. So
you had to go to the bench, and the depth just wasn't there. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. The bench was not.
Before we get into all that, let's roll the wheel. Just give out artists to 2 people. Who's going first on the wheel?
Sorry, wait. There's 5. So it's Dom and Marco are a team then? Is that
We're a team. I'm going to help with the slides. I'm just
only doing top 8.
Yeah.
So some of these people won't get picked. I'll go first. You pick me 2. Who's my 2 artists?
Okay. No, you get 1. I'm going to shuffle up.
You just can do 1?
Yeah. You're going to get 1, and then everybody's going to get 1. All right. How does this work? I don't know.
Spin it.
Oh, just click it to spin.
You
All
gotta
right,
click
spin
to
it.
There you go.
Who's my first artist? Who do I get?
Oh yes.
Please no.
Yes. Yes. He got Scotty Young. Okay.
It's only Star Wars.
I'm done. That was done. All right.
That's a loss. All right, Jedi, you're up next. I'm gonna shuffle it. All right, Jedi. Don't blame me for this.
I know.
Dang it, Scotty Young.
I just helped everybody out, gave him Young. Oh, you almost got Raj. Leave. All right.
Leave.
Better than mine.
All right.
Well, it's not bad.
Who's next on the list? I can't see you guys because I'm on the off screen.
You're up next. You and Dom.
All right, me and Dom.
Let's go.
Dom, you want Ra?
I know we want Raw.
You want Momoko.
You know what?
We need Marco needs
No.
Momoko.
Oh, Grandolph. Come on, baby. Come on.
Yep, Granoff.
All right, I'll take it. Yep, good job, Dom.
There you go.
We can be all right with that.
JJ.
All right. Are we doing reverse snake?
Yeah, we gotta reverse it. JJ gets 2.
Okay. Hughes.
Nice.
All right.
I got Scotty Young.
You got Scotty Young. Scotty Young.
Scotty Young has no
That's
chance.
what he said is going to be future Mocha.
So bad.
Momoko and Young.
Yeah,
are-
as long as I don't
Yo,
have a
yeah.
Momoko,
Oh,
I'm
could you
happy.
imagine if Waysinger gets Momoka and Young? All right, who is it?
I'm not moving on.
It's number 2 for JJ. Ready?
No Momoko.
Prison.
Prison.
Did you get Prison?
Go Prison.
No fucking way.
JJ.
No way. Bullshit.
Nice.
Houston Prison. All right. Woo.
Got the big hitters. Oh.
You kind of don't want Chris either.
What? You don't want Gist.
Chris. Yeah.
You want gift?
You don't want Noto. I mean, Noto got some possibility,
You
but
kind of want Ra at this point, or
Oh,
Witter.
okay, Dom.
Damn it.
Witter.
You got
Witter's better than half of the
Yeah, you got
top.
Witter, Dom.
Okay.
Jedi, you got Ra still, dude.
Yeah, Jedi.
Jedi
No, I'm
Ra.
gonna get
Get
Momoko.
Jedi Ra.
Oh,
Momoko.
Oh, shit, he's gonna get
no.
Momoko. Stop.
Oh no!
Oh,
I don't got Momoko.
Give him Dodo. Give him Dodo.
Come on, Give me a Haraza.
Guys, right now is like, can we execute trades? And for how many future draft picks can I trade?
Come on.
No.
No.
He's not
No.
Give him Dodo. Give him Dodo.
Yay!
No.
Dodo. Yes.
Noto's one of the best. What are you talking about?
He's not one of the best. He'll be in trouble. Let's see what the next one was. Let's just do it for S and giggles.
Just do
This
3
is
of
rigged,
these.
dude. Oh man.
I mean,
that would've
Raza,
been
we're
good.
leaving off
Nice.
2 of the best artists with Raza.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, cool. Well, good thing that's done. All
Ross has got some good ones too. but-
right, so I hope somebody was
someone just
writing
needs
that
to
down.
explain the rules. I don't know
All
what
right.
the rules are.
So each week you got to pick a cover that you're going to be competing against somebody else. We'll create a bracket.
I wish we
this
could
week.
have. We'll explain the rules next week. We'll explain the rules next week.
No,
Nobody
I
wants to
gotta
go through.
explain
The
this to Jedi right now because he doesn't want.
No, you can do it later. These people don't want to watch it. John's got a good
You
point.
can't- No, all I can say is this.
This is
You
why I
can't
said to
use the
do.
same cover twice, and so you got to pick if you want to use their best cover on week 1. Then you can't use their best cover again on week 2 or 3. So you got to do
I'm
some.
getting eliminated on week 1, so it really don't matter.
You got to do some strategic. I mean, like, yeah, Scotty.
Well,
gotta
you
use-
got 2. You got 2 people you get to use. What's up, Artrell? Damn leprechauns. All right. We have got a very huge car. JJ, were you going to open up a box?
Yeah.
I
I got a
can.
box too.
Yeah.
Dom's got some
We're not
stories
doing it.
selling. We got 30 freaking toys to go through.
We got Bad
We got
Batch.
Bad Batch too.
Oh, we got Bad Batch also. Son of a bitch, dude.
Let's just do 1 box. 2 boxes would take a while.
No, we did it last week. Well, do you want to hold on to yours next week? Because I got to go. I'm playing in a turn. I'm going to go on Monday and play again.
Oh, you're waiting?
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, we did last week. We're fine. We don't.
All right.
I can open it. I don't care. I can open it.
We can do box while Dom's telling the stories.
All right. Let's go through. What do we want to do? Bad Batch or do we want to do that? That'll probably pull better. What do you guys want? Do you guys want us to get into the cards? Because we actually did a whole thing about top 5 cards too. Then we got Bad Bach. Huh? All right. And JJ's got some words to help out. So for those that don't know, well, JJ, whatever, we can get into your words thing. So last week on Tuesday, I went to one of these, it said open play. So I went to open play because we've been talking about it. And I took the 2 starter decks because I don't know how to build a deck yet. And literally in one in each pocket going like, okay, well, I'll just learn how to play like this because me and
You took decks in your pocket?
Yeah.
You don't even have a deck box. You just put them in your pocket.
Well, no, I used the card.
You didn't even have top loaders last time. Don't
get off me.
I play. I don't need the top loaders.
Get off me. Get off.
You put them in your pocket?
Yeah. Yeah. Would you stop? Yeah. I just. Well, they were in the cardboard things.
Card players right here.
Dude, they all had these. Okay. Yeah. So you want to hear what happened before we get to the top 5 normal cards, which are pretty much playable cards? I learned a shit ton. But I get there and I walk in and there's like 120 people in this place.
Wow.
I'm like, shit. So I go up and I'm like, hey, yo, do you guys got any of the booster boxes? They're like, no, we still. They laugh at me. I was like, okay. Yeah. I was like, well, is there a place I can play a game? And they're like, yeah, $5. So I'm like, okay, well, it must cost $5 to like sit at a table to play. So I was like, all right, cool. They're like, you have to go around the corner. And they're like, they'll set up the Star Wars thing there. So I figure it's just like a whole setup. I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just listening to whatever they say. And I look around. This whole section got people with cards doing God knows what. I'm like, God damn. I walk around the corner. Yeah, I do. I walk around the corner and there's like all these other motherfuckers. Now, here's what I got to say. At least 4 of these motherfuckers know who I am because I can tell by how they look at me. And one guy I've seen a couple times and he always does the weird stare thing and doesn't say hi. So I just stand by where the thing is. I was like, where Star Wars supposed to be at? And this guy's like, oh, we're going to do it here. Start in 5 minutes or whatever. I was like, cool. So I just stand there and I look around and take up the whole situation. Now, I thought because of my comments about people drinking balls that you would be able to get beverages everywhere. This was not the case. There was no beverage girl or anything like that, which I'm also not used to. However, there's people playing with like trees and shit in one portion. There's all these other people doing stuff. And I sit there,
in Vegas.
Yeah, and luckily
he's waiting for champagne service or something.
Yeah. I don't know, but you'd figure they'd have
waitress.
But you know, like, do you remember when comic book stores started getting the card rooms and they all had like coolers where you could open up the door and you could buy a pop?
Did you take a mat? That's what they want to know. Did you take a mat?
No, I didn't take.
He had decks in his pocket. You think he brought a mat?
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing, though. They did, but here's the thing. This place was so dope, though. They already had these big ass mats on the table.
I know, but you put a mat on top of the mat. That's how you
did. Yeah, I asked. So I sit there and I'm like, yo, I keep telling everybody too. By the way, and here's the thing when you go out, and this is why I learned too, because then I figured out I do this shit in comics all the time. Mm-hmm. I unintentionally gatekeep. So what I was doing was going like, hey, I've never played before, like not just this game, any card, like none, first time. And they're like, cool. So they start using the lingo. JJ's got some of this lingo that he could show, but they start using lingo, and I have no clue. When they were talking about like that, I was like, well, do I need a mat? They're like, their table's got mats on them already. And then I realized what Wayseeker's saying. That's cool, but if you really want to show everybody you're a noob, play on the fucking table mats, these big-ass table mats. So I'm standing there, and this real cool dude, James, walks up, and he's like, hey, what's up, man? And I was like, hey, what's up? I was like, is this what a Star Wars thing or whatever? And he's like, yeah, man, are you going to play Star Wars? I was like, yeah, for sure. He goes, cool. I go, I'm Marco. He goes, oh, my name's James. I was like, cool. I was like, so how does it work? And he goes, what? I go, well, can we just go at it? He's like, no. You got to wait. And then you give him the card that you paid $5 because they give you a card. It says entrance or whatever. And you give them this, like, it's just some cheap bullshit they cut out of a piece of paper and they linoleum the fuck out of it. Just give that to them. And then they'll sit you up. They'll hook you up with somebody. They'll just draw and you'll get hooked up and you'll get to play with somebody. I was like, oh, cool shit. So we were bullshitting and I was asking some questions. And he's like, yeah. Now, here's something also I didn't understand. The dude said he's mid-tier, okay? Mid-high tier. So to me, mid-high means like, oh, shit, you're like one of the best players in the room. That ain't the case. That's not what that means. That's not what that means at all. So And then I kept saying stuff like, "Oh, cool, man. Well, let me know." Like he's like, "Any questions?" So I'm asking 1,000 questions, and he was like, "Dude, this dude was legitly cool because I must have been. I think he thought I was fucking with him. Some of the questions I was asking." Some of the questions I was asking, this boy must have thought I was fucking with him because he kept saying stuff, and I'm like, I didn't want to interrupt. I was like, all right, cool. Whatever you just said, I don't understand it. He's like, what do you mean? I go, you're using words. I know the words. I understand what the word is. I don't understand the meaning of that word because they're talking about side decks. They're talking about like all this other shit. Sideboards. I even spelled it wrong in this fucking presentation. So they're talking about sideboards. They're talking about all this shit. They're using all these words, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what any of that shit means. But the dude was cool about it. So he kept trying to explain. And then I also found out, like, when they tell you a high mid or whatever, and there you say they're building decks, don't ask them too many fucking questions. And like, I thought I was being positive. I was like, oh, dude, that's cool. You built your own shit. And like, how are you going to do? Like, figuring like, whatever. Like, that cards are way different, right? Like, when you play gambling cards, right? Yeah. Like the cards in your hand it doesn't fucking matter. Like the cards in your hand very rarely
playing the person.
You either play the situation or you play the person. I've played a whole game before, 3 hours of games, not looking at my card and once placed in top 5. You don't have to look at your hand ever. Like you really don't. But like in this, it's legit ass. You got to figure it out. So I'm trying to ask basic questions, but he was good enough. He'd play around. And then I think we saw the people come in. There's a couple people fully pajama panted out. I mean, like rolling. They had it all. They had these carrying cases for those people that have been in. No, but I want to explain to these. Yeah, to you people that want to get into
cards, they got all their tokens.
Shit, yeah. They come out. They got tubes for their mat.
Yeah, right. You roll your mat in your tube.
Roll your mat tube. Put it on your back. Yeah. You got these things. The case opens up. It splits 3 ways. They pull out a tray. These like cool ass plastic pieces. I'm asking everybody. I'm like, oh shit, that's cool for a marker. They go, do you got counters? I go, yeah. I pull out of my pocket, almost like the old days. You take the like cellophane off of a pack of grits, but instead it was a pack of like the card protectors, right? So I took like the card protector, this thing, this cellophane. Yeah, right. And I put all those like the things, the point punchers. I put them in there. Yeah, nobody uses that shit. And they're like, you got them? I'm like, yeah, bro. I pull it out. I do this. I open it up. There you go. They're like, we ain't using those fucking things. I'm like, cool, man. I don't care. Whatever. So I'm thinking we're playing one game, right? And they're saying all this stuff, and they're using the lingo. And I don't.
3, 55, all that.
Oh, no, 4. It was. You play 4 out of 5 because there's an extra person.
But yeah, but you have to play 3. It's best of 3 games, right? It's not just one. It's
best of 4 games.
How do you play best of 4? No, you play each person. You play 3 games against, right?
Yeah. I guess I can't remember. I don't know. Wayseeker, bro, that was way too much. I'm just trying to look at this point. I'm just trying to look where the fuck I sit, right? I'm just trying to look where I sit. Well, no, because the last guy I played against was 4-0. So
you're playing best of 3 against each player. And you play
some just played up. I think for the TCG this early, they just straight up played 1 round each.
Nah, every tournament I've been at so far, it's been best
1 person each. Yeah, I played a different person each time.
Oh, you didn't play the same person multiple times.
No. So I didn't do that. And here's the other thing. There was like a clock time limit. I was just trying to figure out the basics. Right. So there's 25-minute time limit. Okay. And if you tied, it was a loss. So then I turn and I'm like, yo, what happens if you wait? I don't want to like screw somebody because I'm going to be going slow. And they're like, no, the decent thing to do is like you forfeit, right? I was like, oh, that makes fucking sense. I'm down for forfeit. I don't give a shit. I'm just trying to learn how to play this game. So I roll up. First one, I draw nobody. Sweet, get a bye. The second game, I roll up and I'm like, hey, my man. He's like, what? I go, can I use? My first question was, can I use starter decks? And he's like, yeah, because then I figure out it's a tournament because they're like, you're gonna, because I was like, I gotta buy, like, so I'm not gonna play anybody all night. They're like, no, you're gonna play like at least 3 people. You can make it 4. I was like, okay, cool. So we get there, and I pull it out, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna use a starter deck, and this guy's like, yeah, he's like, oh, that's good. Yeah, okay, good. And I was like, yeah, I also never fucking played any of these card games before, and they like that blew people's fucking minds, and like they got into the point where they kept using lingo. And I had to say, God bless all the people I had to play against too, because I had no clue what I was doing. So I played the Vader deck, The first round went by, and it's close. He ends up having 2 points left on his base, and I end up losing. He had a Vader deck also, but a custom Vader deck. And I lost. And we were like right almost at the time limit. And he turns to me afterwards. He goes, you could have beat me 3 rounds ago if you just put your Vader into play. I completely forgot to put my Vader into play.
Oh, yeah. Because you can turn your leader into a unit after.
Didn't do that. It's all right. So I thought about that. Next game, come out, swinging, win. And it was pretty easy. Like the next person I played, they're like, we got a custom deck. They're like, oh, they got giddy when they drew a card. They're like, ha, ha. I was like, oh, what? And they're like, this is a very rare and great card. It pretty much dominates, and they put it down and did everything. And I was like, oh, cool. Learned what I did off the first game, came over, and at the end, they were like, oh, shit, you beat me. I go, yeah, right? And they're like, yeah, you beat me. And I was like, all right, cool. So I won that game. And that was only like 12 minutes, so it's a fast game. Next game, we went pretty far, won at 20. The last game is versus there's the guy who was oh Jesus. The last game. Yeah, no, I did that. I did say, can I use this card? And this is the problem. I gotta apologize to James, dude, because after every one, I was like, yo, bro, like that was so fun. How'd you do? Like, you got that great deck or whatever. How'd it go? He's like, I told you I was mid. And I was like, okay, I don't know what that fucking means, bro. And he's like, yeah, I think he won like one game or whatever, but he's trying out a new deck. So I was trying to be positive and shit. I didn't realize that it ain't supposed to be like that. Like, this ain't like sports and shit where you're like, yo, dude, good shit. You get him in the next one, right? This is like, it's serious. These motherfuckers are serious. So he was disappointed with his deck. All right. He was. He's a good dude, but
losing sucks.
Yeah, I see. Like,
trophies.
I didn't give a shit about losing because I'm learning. You know what I mean? So if I learn, I'm fucking golden, right? So then I get to this next dude, and this dude, there's like 3 guys who are tied for first place, and I'm playing one of them. And this dude's nice, but you can tell he fucking just saw fresh meat, and he's going, "Fuck, I have the best draw overall. I'm good." And the other guys that were playing, so right before that, so I ended that one in 12 minutes, and I'm watching. And this guy, there's 2 guys playing, and they're like, it's time, but we'll give you an extra 2 minutes. It's time, but we'll give you an extra 2 minutes. So they keep going like, will you forfeit? I'm not going to forfeit. Like, and one of the dudes didn't win any games. So he's like, no, we're tied. I'm not going to forfeit. And this is already in like round 3. And the other dude's undefeated. And he goes, well, okay, here, how about this? How about we flip a coin, and whoever loses, you can call it, whoever loses the coin flip will forfeit. The guy's like, fine, fair. So they flipped a coin. And the guy that was undefeated lost that way, where he could have won the game if it kept going on. Either way. So he didn't do that. So I see this dude that plays into this part. So I see this guy, and this guy's got like it all. Like, he's got the double decker side box thing, the roulette, all the shit you got. He's got like gold plated like coin things and shit. He's the guy that was playing with Wayseeker's Ahsoka mat and shit like that. He's got it all. And you could just tell by the shit-eating grin on his face. He's like, oh, this is going to be easy. So we went to overtime, and then I looked down at him and I said, listen, I could pretty much predict how this is going to play out. It's going to take you about another, because he thought it was going to be done, and it wasn't. And at that point, I did ask, because he's like, oh, sweet. And he thought he had me beat. And I went to James, who was next to me, and this is why this dude's dope. This dude just got wrecked, and he's pissed at his deck. I could tell he's disappointed. I go, James, can I ask you a question? Do you mind if I ask him if I can play this card? Just like, no, because he thought he had me beat. And I go, hey, can I do this, this, and this? He's like, yeah, you got the point. You can do it. And I do it. And it cleared the board pretty much on the other side. So the dude had to go back and set up again. And when he did that, he couldn't take out my base. And then there was only like 5 minutes left. So we go into like overtime at that point. And I looked at the dude. Dude was undefeated. And I was like, you probably will be able to take me in the end. We're dead even at this point, but I'll forfeit. And I forfeited the last game. He ended up doing a coin flip to see who took first place. He took first place in the whole thing. I took like, I don't know, 5th or something out of 15. Nice.
That's good.
5th or 6th out of 15. It wasn't bad. It was fun as shit, guys. It was.
And
it was crazy, though.
That's during a weekday, too. I mean, that's just showing you there's a good number of players out there for a weekday little tournament.
Oh, yeah, dude. They were like, we got one every day going on. I don't know. They just opened a card shop down the street from me, too, so I'm trying to get them into it. They did give me one of those, but then they gave me one of these things. I was going to give these cards to that James guy.
You get a promo pack?
Yeah, they gave me for playing, they gave me one of these packs, and they gave me one of these packs.
Yeah, the promo packs are cool.
The people love these. I don't care that much about them, but they love them.
I'll tell you why you should care in a minute. I'll tell you why you should care.
Alter Arts, they have a bunch of This was the one they liked, which I need one more of these. Well, I don't actually need one more because this would have been it, but I'm not going to use this one. This is a resupply. Hold on. Go big with it. This is a resupply, and I know it's green in here, but like the whole background, if you can see.
Yeah, it's alt art, so that's your rare.
Art. Yeah.
You get 2 commons and 1 rare in those packs.
Yeah, these were the commons I got, which are commons I actually used to play.
And the
with.
commons are.
This is hyperspace, though.
The commons are the hyperspace from the starter deck cards that you can't get in packs.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the starter decks, there's a number of cards that are only starter deck only cards,
Mm-hmm.
so that you can never get a hyperspace of those unless you do it from those promo packs. But the nice thing about it is because there's some cards in your starter deck that you might want. There's some cards in the starter deck that you might want for multiple decks.
Yeah.
And so you, instead of having to buy another starter deck to get more of those copies of the cards, you can get the extra copies from your promos. And so that's the really nice thing about the promos. And so
maybe we'll go over some of those promo packs next week or the week after. But so far this week, we're going to go over top 5 normal cards and what they've been going for. These are cards you have a better shot than not at pulling. Most of them are playable cards, and I've learned that. Some of them are ones I need. Starting at number 5 is Slave 1, a.k.a. Fetz Fire Spray. Now, look, when you start getting these in different formats, if you get them in the hyperspace one, which is the things on the side, you get them in the foils. Obviously, they're more expensive. They sell for more. But these are just the normal version of them and everything else. This is I have 2 of these cards. I pulled them in my last case, and they're going for $6.36. Listed medium price right now is $7.26, and foils are going for $7.80. The hyperspace go for more than the foils do. Is that because they're rare, right? The hyperspace is rare.
Yeah, you don't get a hyperspace in every pack. You get a foil in every pack.
Quick question: How many variants of this card?
That's it. So there's this, the foil, the hyperspace,
and that's it. 3 cards,
and the hyperspace foil,
and the hyperspace foil. And actually, technically,
it's hard to get
through the promo pack. There probably is a alt art of this.
No, there's not one.
There isn't. We don't know yet.
I don't. They've
No,
shown
we
all
all
the
eventually will be, but it's not.
Yeah.
They've
Not
shown
yet.
all 20 that's out there in the promo
Okay.
pack. I don't think it's that.
They'll
that's
usually
what-
do new promo packs about every month or so.
Okay.
Cool. So that's that. Next, this is a very playable card. This is actually a card that I want to get into my deck. It's a rare. I try to use a couple rares so that's not just all legendary. By the way, we have some legendaries coming up, which are harder ones to get. We didn't use the showcases because those wouldn't be normal cards. Those would be like, showcases. So this is just a regular card you can get in any pack you pick up, and it would come in one of your rares. Market for this is $10.66. Foils are $13.09. You don't see a big jump in the foils here too, because I think people are just playing this card. This is a very popular card for the red and gold. What is that? Gold? What is that? What's the other color on that? Is that Rebellion? Jedi, the Jedi and dark side.
Or light side. It's just light side.
Light side and dark side
That
packs.
side, yeah.
I mean, the foil. Nobody cares about foil. The hyperspace just look way cooler than the foils.
The hyperspace goes for a lot more than this. It
So
does.
just in general, people are trying to chase after the hyperspace over the foils because.
So when you see these listed here, these hyperspaces, these are probably 2 of the more higher normal cards. Now remember, a pack of cards is $5. Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
But just
I know
the regular
Ruben cares.
hyperspace is a lot more expensive.
Ruben's the only one that cares about foils, but that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, K2's so good because it's direct damage right onto opponent's base.
Yeah, it is. And he gets knocked out early, but he does it when he gets knocked. Next up, Red 3 is also a popular card that's being bought up a lot. I don't use this one that much, but because of Raid +1, it's being used a lot. Market price for this is $10.95, another $113. Like I said, once you start getting up, it's $12.50 already there. You get into the hyperspace, you're going to start paying like $20 for these.
It's kind of a must-have card in the Sabine deck, I think.
It's what?
Because the Sabine aggro deck, I feel like this is a must-have card.
Yeah.
Giving everything raid 1
Yeah.
when you're trying to burst is really powerful when that comes on the table.
It's kind of crazy.
There's that jargon again.
What's that?
What?
There's that jargon again.
Yeah. I don't understand half the stuff you said. I should have said that. But yeah. Yeah. I was just saying, yeah. I played in one game. I know all the shit now. No, I don't. I'm like, yeah. No.
Yeah.
When I start saying
Aggro,
yelling,
man, and then you know,
yeah.
the thing.
I don't even know I'm saying
Raid
jargon.
1 and yeah.
Mhm. All I know is that, like, because it's hard to get some of these booster packs and packs in general for this, I think the last 3 cards might, I don't know. We're going to watch these, but they might be expensive now because $10 for a card is pretty expensive, and the pack only costs $5. But like they might be expensive now because people are actually using those 3 cards to play with. So are the next 2. That's why they're called normals. But the next 2 are legendary cards. So what do you get? 1 per box of these? No, you get 3 per box.
You get three plus.
3 per box. 3 per box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you get more.
There's a foil. You get 3
I got
regulars.
4 in my box.
You might get a foil.
All right. So this is Boba Fett. This should make Dom happy. I don't actually know why this is so expensive. But if you pull one, it's $50.
So
the higher, just normal legendaries. Go ahead.
So this card, what they're considered overstated, and if that means is for its cost, its stats are much higher than most cards. Usually, for a 3 cost card, your stats are about a 3-3, or maybe a 2-4 or a 1-5. But if you add up the stats between its attack and its defense or health, they usually are twice the number. So it should be 6. Boba Fett, if you add up the numbers, is 8. And so you're actually getting stat lines.
Nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about. All right, let's go back to here, though. Hey, yo, let me explain. Hey, Brian, let me explain this to you.
Right here. No, that's a good example.
Hey, hold on. This is a good example. It was 4. Hey, this is easy. I can explain this one. Let me explain it. Here you go. This costs you 4 energy. So by the 3rd round, you can already play this card. You put them up. If somebody knocks them down, you're automatically doing 3 damage to the base.
Look at how much this costs. This costs 4 resources, and if you add up the 2 stats, what do you have?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
4 plus 4.
You have 8.
Attack and health.
I can add 4 plus 4, 8. Yeah.
So it's about double. Boba Fett, same stats. If you add them together.
Oh, it's dirt cheap to play this guy. This guy's dirt cheap to play. 3's dirt cheap to play.
So you're able to get a better stat line for the cost. That's why this one is more powerful. You do not.
No, you just say this bitch is dirt cheap and he hits hard. That's what you gotta say.
It's more or less
dirt cheap hits hard.
All
right, there you go.
All I know is
costs you less to play a more powerful card. That's all I gotta say.
Freaking 10 graded.
4 Vaders. Well done, Drake.
Drake got 4. Yeah. Damn, dude.
I don't have. I don't have Vader.
Speaking of that, this is a card that I need in my deck. It's awesome. I play a simulator to try to practice, and I put.
So he's a nerd. I haven't even played simulators yet.
Oh, I put.
He's a
nerd.
He's probably a nerd.
No, I just like winning.
Nerd.
Hey, don't think I'm not going back to. Hey, don't think I'm not placing top 5 this week. It has nothing to do with nerdom. I just ain't losing. I'll take a couple L's so that I'm top 5.
How many hours are you playing every day on simulator?
Oh, it's quick because I put it on super fast. I probably play 4 games a day. So maybe 15 minutes. It's when I'm taking a shit, if you really need to know. So however long it takes a shit. And 15
Are you playing
minutes.
AI or other people?
AI. It sucks.
If you're playing that quick, it's AI.
Yeah, it's AI, and it sucks because the AI after the second game, there's some fishy cards popping up, if you know what I mean. Like it gets really fishy. Really,
they're playing video poker versus real poker. All of a sudden, the computer pulls a straight flush, and you're like, "Oh,
yeah." No, that's exactly what happened. Hey, there's only 2 cards in your deck. I wiped your whole board. There's only 2 cards you can have.
Let me ask you a question now. Like with these cards, right? Is it flipping over the card how you play it, or you got like 5 cards in your hand? And
I sent you that simulator. I'll send you it again.
You got to have the card in your hand.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to be able to pay the resources to play that card.
We'll go over the full rules.
Okay.
Hopefully in a week or 2.
We're gonna put it out. We should put the simulator out, and we should show the real game so we can actually show. I ordered Rat City, not knowing it was a spawn book. Huh? Just sounded cool, Brando. I guess.
I built a Thrawn deck. I don't have time to play it this week, but I'm interested to see if my Thrawn.
Yeah. So I'm still playing the Vader deck, so I want to add this. I added it in the simulator, and it is like game over because, dude, this guy. Fuck all the other stuff. I don't know what all the nonsense is. But when you play this card, you can play something what's called ambush, which means you can attack right the fuck away. And
you have to attack a unit, though. You can't attack base with ambush.
Who gives a shit? You can attack right away, so you can wipe their board pretty much out.
Because you can't win by it. It makes
it making his own rules along the way too and shit.
But you also get another card that comes into play, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Plus, then you get to put a card into play after that. So there's 2 sides. There's like flying side, and then there's non-flying side called ground, and is it called space?
Space.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right.
So wait a minute.
So what you do a lot of times, what happens is
let's go to JJ's thing because JJ has all that on there.
Yeah,
no, I don't. I have like very few. You have any idea how long it would take for me to explain all the jargon that you've been using for the past 20 minutes?
Yeah,
it take me hours.
We'll get more to the next one we do. But this fucking card, if you pull this card, which is legendary, you pull like 3 to 4. Somebody said they pulled 4 of these already. Like, it's fucking almost $80. That's not the hyperspace version. That's not the fucking hyperspace foil version. Just the regular normal version.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, just the regular normal version of this is. I mean, you're almost getting a case if you sell this card.
And this is going up in price too. That's the other thing. Like it started.
Well, it's very playable.
50,
yeah,
and now it's rising every week. So I don't know how much higher we can get because
this is the card
$90.
This is the card the guy put down to take me out when I left his basement.
Get it graded.
It was over after.
No, you want to play with the cards down if you have it. You can't get them graded because you can't play with it.
I will tell you this.
I'm just saying, if you have a
I get a hype, hey, Wayseeker, I don't sell shit.
You know what it is. You're gonna be like,
Wayseeker. Oh, I don't sell shit. If I get a hyperspace version of this, I'm going right down to the corner and going, give me 3 boxes.
No, I sold my IG showcase because
I need this card though to play.
This is 2.5 times.
Hopefully, I pull this card tonight. And you'll see me go sell tomorrow. All right. So Marco's build a deck. Yeah. Look, man, I know some of you are new to this. I'm hoping for the people that aren't like the Wayseekers and whatever in the world and the JJs.
First time I see the title.
Let's see your mat, JJ.
Sounds like
you gotta have like a Final Fantasy one, right?
I was gonna take this. I have a full I had a paper one.
Right now, Guilty Gear.
Go ahead. What do you got?
They just want to know what playmat I had. So the ones I have right now on the desk is Guilty Gear. It's a video game.
Okay. All right, good stuff. They're also. Is there illegal? Hold on. Can I ask you a couple questions? Real quickly? Is there illegal mats?
What?
Is there illegal mats?
No.
Because somebody had Mara Jade mat, and they're like, "Oh, that's illegal mat, bro. That's illegal."
They're just making fun of it because there's a Mara Jade Star Wars LCS mat. I think I sold my Mara Jade one because I'm not a big Mara Jade fan, but I'm guessing it's that mat. It's pretty cool looking. Pink lightsaber. She looks pretty hot.
Like a hood on her or some shit.
Yeah.
I'll put it this way: as somebody who, so there are some card games and stuff that use anime and other stuff properties like other than Star Wars. There are some shops that will have like rules for lewdness on a mat or something like that, and they will tell you to roll your mat up if they think it's improper or something like that. And sometimes too, some places
there wasn't anybody under 30 in this bitch.
Some places will want you to have the zones and everything on the mat, but usually 99% of the time they don't care about that.
No.
Yeah. I believe that is the case. He would still beat me right now. But Bri, give me a month. Give me a month. Because I might not be able to beat him in that month, but I bet you I'll go toe-to-toe with him in a month.
So we don't have like 3 hour.
You'll beat me. It's just how often you beat. I mean, cards, you never win every game.
Also, plus with this game, you actually have to get cards. Like this is like I said, when you play real games, you don't have to get cards. You don't have to get.
It's not like playing cards.
Yeah, cards.
Yeah,
it's like
you got to draw. Yeah.
If you draw bad, you lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
all right.
The only exception is if the other person draws worse.
Right.
Oh wait, should I open up the one pack that they gave me for placing in the top whatever for playing?
Sure.
The game? All right, we'll do that. All right, so here it is.
You haven't opened it yet?
They gave me a throw. No, I left it for this. They were telling me to open all the stuff, and I was like, no, I'm gonna open it on stream. And they were like, well, don't.
You told them you have a show, right? And
I told the one guy, James.
Please, everybody come watch it. Is that what you?
No, I always told James. I didn't tell anybody what this
little hyperspace IG. That's okay.
Hyperspace IG. That's a nice poll. I should have told a list of what I wanted, but
skip the comments. Nobody cares about the comments.
Look at the comment I need. There's like 2.
Marco didn't tell him he has a show.
Oh, I got that one.
He doesn't want him to come on here and see all his deck building secrets and everything for the future.
Don't need the comment. No. That's not it. I didn't want to see him like that type of dude.
He's like, I gotta go back to that shop and play again.
Oh, nice.
Legendary off a free pack.
Avenger. Nice.
There you go. Avenger. That's a good one, too.
That's a good one. People like that. And then
this was the best space ones you can pull.
Nice.
Dude, I pulled a
good. I mean, you get
a legendary card. I pulled a legendary card off a free pack.
Yep.
I ain't mad at that, dude.
Let's also say it's not really free because you paid $5, but hey, whatever.
Well, I got to
Well, the
play.
legendaries
I got to learn how to play the game for $5.
Yeah,
How I see it.
I'm getting a hard time.
All
All
right.
right.
Oh wait. All right. Sorry.
So I know Marco's got a box.
Sounds
JJ's
like
got a
a
box. I don't
home
know who's
improvement
open.
show.
Let's open
Marco's
one
building
box and then move on, and then come back to the other box later. So who's opening?
Let's not even do a box. Let's just roll through this so we can get the Bad Batch. I think
I'll do like
everybody's
six.
dying.
I'll do six. Then we'll do the Bad Batch review.
Okay.
And we'll do toys, and we'll come back. All right. So Vader, that's the deck I'm building. These are some of the cards I need. I need 7 Sister. They're rare. I need 3 of them. I need 1 5th Brother. I need 1 more Wampa, which is a common. That common for some reason I didn't get. These are to add in. I'm going to take, so you get 50 cards. I'm taking 50 cards out. I'm adding these in to try to make my deck a little bit better. So I have draws. I need, believe it or not, I got that green resupply, but before that, I need a resupply. I don't think I'm going to use that full out resupply because I don't know what I'm doing with cards anyways. And dudes were like touching my deck, and I think they're purposely trying to bend your cards, or maybe not. But Aggression's also a card that I didn't get. It's a legendary. I doubt I'll get that. It's going to be hard. I do need Force Chokes. They're only, what is that, uniques or whatever? What is it?
Uncommon.
It's uncommon.
Yeah. I need 3.
Aggression
I
you
didn't
probably
get it.
need 3 of, to be honest. Aggression
Is
is,
that-
but it's only if you're playing double red. That's the hard part. You're playing red green.
Yeah.
You might not want aggression because you're gonna have to pay 6 for aggression.
You gotta pay 2 additional costs.
2 additional because it doesn't.
Good. I'll take that one out of my decks. However, I do want Bombing Run, which is a rare, and I hadn't pulled a Bombing Run yet. And I want 2 more Overwhelming Barrage.
Barrages. Yeah,
Those
that's
things are
uncommon.
freaking crazy, bro. I got 1. I need 2 more. So those should be hard. I should be able to get those. Somebody played Traitorous next to me, and I watched it. I don't have any, but that card is crazy.
I don't have any either.
Yeah. And then I didn't even see Fallen Lightsaber, but so I'm gonna try to get a couple Fallen Lightsabers. I want 2 traders in there. Now, what was the thing called? It's not called a side deck. What's it called?
Sideboard.
You're talking about a sideboard, but you're not doing sideboard.
No, I know that. I know that. But these are cards that I'm like interested in getting, but I'm not going to put into a deck now. But I might be building a different deck for these. I want this card.
I've got 2 boxes. I still haven't got Hera.
Yeah, I haven't got her yet.
What?
Target Town.
I've got 2 Harkin Town, so I can
not got Target.
I can get you a Tarkin Town if you need.
We'll see if I can draw them because it's entertaining and creates content. Wayseeker, thank you very much. Also 2 rally cries. Change of Heart is something I haven't got.
Change of
I
Heart.
haven't got one of those. That's a legendary though. That's tough. I didn't get any of what's his name.
Rook. I don't have any.
So I
Rook.
want to at least get one of him. He's only a rare. I don't see why I haven't got that. Also, Super Laser Blast, bro. That is a strong card. So
I think it sucks. I think it sucks. I think it's absolutely a garbage card.
Wipes out the whole board. I had it happen to me.
I get that. It wipes out the whole board, and then your opponent still has resources.
No.
Then they can reset their board, and you don't have any resources to reset yours.
All right.
It
sells well too. So okay.
It does sell well. I think it's
a
garbage.
last ditch card. Is what
It
is.
might be decent in 2v2 because
Yeah.
there is Twin Suns where you play 2v2 because then your opponent or your
Opponent
partner
gets it,
can
yeah.
at least do board. I think it sucks.
Which they were talking about doing Twin Suns also, which is kind of weird.
Hey, Wayseeker, is there comic characters in this too again? I can't remember if you told me.
What?
Comic characters? Comic book characters.
No.
Not that I know of.
No?
Not yet.
I really want this Dooku. I think he could do some good stuff. I put Bombing Run in there again because I want a second one. Outmaneuver. So some of these cards should be easy to get. Now, these are the ones that I just want because I'm pulling like a fucking Ruben. I'm not even planning on building decks with these, but I want Roundhead, Grand Inquisitor. Of course, I want Thrawn.
Thrawn is such an interesting character to play.
Gotta collect them all. That's what I put them as. I don't have these cities. These are the 25. So there's 2 types of cities. There's the regular cities that don't do anything. They're 30 hit points. There's cities that do stuff. They're 25 hit points. I don't plan on using any of these. I just want to have them.
I think Tarkin is really good. I also think
Tarkin the one I want, though. Yeah, for a deck. Go ahead.
I also think Jeddah City is good. Because
we'll see.
Being able to make a trade and then keep your unit alive, I think is worth 5 health to be able to do that.
Yeah, here JJ's got something he can go through. So while I open the cards, he can put up his meaning thing. I can just show what I got. If I get something good, I can stop. I have no use for any of these cards, but I like them. Bendu, Luke Skywalker. These are
But you
legendaries.
need it if you want to play Hera. You need the Ghost.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because Spectre goes in. Hera lets you play any Spectre.
Yeah, so that's Chopper 2, Crimea. I like the Jabba the Hutt card. I haven't got him. He's just a rare too. These are kind of like the low-end cards. I haven't got any of these.
Do you not even know Thrawn's ship? What it's
What do
called?
I call it?
Chimera.
What do I call it?
Crimea.
Oh shoot, Chimera. Well, whatever.
You are.
You're watching too much international news.
Too much international news. All right. Anyways, would you like to pull up your things while I crack a couple packs here real quickly?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, Wasty will have to do it.
No, I can do it.
So we've got some words here just so you know what I was talking about back there. Hopefully that helped.
Unfortunately, I can't educate you all in all the jargon that Wayseeker used.
Jargon is so
thinking about-
gatekeepy, bro. It is so gatekeepy.
Yeah, without being like 6 hours. So just two
Right
things
side,
real
hey,
quick.
R or left? Right, L or R, guys. L or R. L or R.
Right side, always right.
Right.
Right side, might side. So we'll just go over two things real quick. One is rarity, which rarity is indicated by the little tiny. It's actually a letter, but you can't hardly see it in this image.
Right.
There are the right lower corner.
Yep.
So flip the next side for me.
And also, you get that little thing in the center with that shiny thing in the center.
The hologram.
The hologram only happen on rares and legendaries, so that one
Yes.
differentiates the rares and legendaries from everything else.
So, obviously, first is common. Common comes up 8 cards, or actually, it's 9 cards to a pack. I don't know why I put 8 there. So there's 9 commons in a pack. Obviously, they're the most common cards. They're the common cards you'll typically build into a deck to be used, but they don't have as much, I guess, power. I'm going to use the word power a lot because I don't know how else to phrase it and not sound jargony. But they have less power, obviously, than the other rarities do. And then you have uncommons, which are signified by a little silver U in the right-hand corner. They're typically slightly more powerful, and you get about 3 to a pack. And then you have rare, which is signified by a yellow R in this game. And they are 1 per pack. And they usually have an additional action or something ability that uncommons don't. And they also come usually at a higher cost than just some of your uncommons and commons. Legendary, which is 1 in every 8 packs, indicated by a blue L in the corner. So they're 1 in every 8 packs. And they're some of the most valuable and also powerful cards in the game. So as Marco went over, like the Vader card, the Boba Fett card, those are all legendary cards.
Oh, Power of the Dark Side, yeah.
And there's also special cards, which special cards are indicated by a black F. And they usually have special abilities and stuff that are not found typically in booster packs. So they'll come kind of in the promo packs that Marco was talking about earlier, or decks, like starter decks. Next is, well, Marco's blocking the arrow, but the card type. So the card type is indicated at the top of the card. So when they tell you, I'm going to, when you hear the word unit card, that's what type of card this is. It's a unit card. So hit the next slide for me. There's actually 6 types of cards, I think. I did these slides earlier, and then I did the other slides, so you have to forgive me. But first up is a leader card. Leader cards are 2-sided cards. Basically, what happens is they're unique, so they determine the style and the play and how you use the deck, but also at the same time, you can turn them over and use the other side, which will then act like a unit. So
unless your mark
Your
then you lose a game.
You forget like me.
Sabine.
Oh, hyperspace though.
Mm-hmm. Next up is a base card. A base card determines the amount of hits, basically, that your side of the board can take. So some are 25, some are 30. It's indicated by the number up there in the top left-hand corner. And basically, they're just there. Next up is the unit card, which I kind of explained earlier. But there's 2 types. There's space.
I see your block.
Hold on.
Can't see it.
All I saw was that, so I don't know what it is.
No.
Oh,
Lando.
Lando. That's cool. Oh, wait.
Hyperspace foil,
Hyperspace foil,
common
like that.
or uncommon, one of the 2.
Oh, boo. All right, go ahead.
So unit cards are indicated up at the top. And then there's space and there's ground. And they can only attack these similar types of units on the board. Or your base.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what you're saying.
Next is event cards. Event cards are used basically to supplement either an action on the cards in front of you on the table, or cards in your hand, or your opponent's hands.
How many more slides?
And again, they're indicated in the top left. It'll say event.
I think 3 or 4.
Okay, I'll get to opening faster than I gotta stop putting this away.
Next up is upgrade cards. Upgrade cards are basically used to augment a single card on the board or in your hand, usually on the board. So, for instance, Vader's lightsaber can be used to augment Vader. It doesn't have to be the same card each time, but you can only use it on one card.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least is what we talked about a little bit earlier with Dom's question, which is parallel cards. So there are different versions in this game of each card. So there's the normal versions, which is what Marco showed you kind of in his little presentation there. But then there's a hyperspace version, which will include an alternate version of the art. And then it'll be what you call full art, so it won't have your borders and things like that. There's obviously the foil version, which looks like the normal version, but is shiny. And then there's the hyperspace foil, which will look like a borderless full art card with different art and everything on it. But it's nice and shiny and worth a lot of money because you get them one in every 12 boxes. That's it.
That is a good job. What is this thing? This is a hyperspace foil, right?
That's a hyperspace foil, but it's just it's not a legendary or rare. It's just a foil.
Still worth probably a penny, right? At least
it's probably worth like $4.
Oh, yeah, that's what a bad way to get one. Hey, did you see I got Ruben?
You got your Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah, I did. What is this? I didn't get this regional stabilizer. I'm going. Well, that's a good card. The boarding card. Let's see what the last two are. That's one I wanted. No, I didn't. Oh, that's just the foil, right?
Yep.
Okay. One pack left out of the 6. Hey, that was the other thing. I talked to them about the draw thing, Wayseeker, and they said the way to do draw play was you all get 2 packs, I think. Maybe it's 4 packs, and then 2 packs, and then you go around the table, and everybody picks a card out of it.
So that's not that. So that's draft. That's not sealed. So there's 3 formats.
Which one is this? The hyperspace one?
That's
but it's not a foil.
That's all right. It's still hyperspace.
There's 3 formats. There's your regular constructed. Mm-hmm. There's sealed. Everybody
sealed.
gets 6 packs.
Well, see, they said in their sealed you get. I got a 5th brother. Hey, I need one of those.
Hey, there you go. And then there's a draft. And draft, you pick a card and you pass the pack around. You got Wolf Rare. Nice.
That's cool.
And so it sounds like they're doing some sort of draft.
Yeah, it sucks. All right. Let's get to the Bad Batch review. We'll get back to more cards in a bit. It seems like you guys enjoyed that. Some people at least. How do I get out of this? There we go. All right, here we go. Bad Batch review. This game. Let's see how this goes.
Everybody's like, finally.
Yeah, right.
No, there's a lot of people playing the game, or at least collecting the cards. In chat.
They are. A lot of people in chat are talking about it.
Yeah, I don't know. Something that was so interesting. Something must have been wrong with me to make me yawn so much. Maybe I'm just coming down with something.
I was trying to move them along, Jedi. I was doing my best.
I thought you liked cards, Jedi.
If he's open up,
cards, you got to read like that.
All right, here we go. At Bad Batch, there's 2 episodes this week. Episodes, was it 5 and 6 or 6 and
6 and 7?
6 and 7.
Well, that means we're about to get our Ventress episodes coming up soon. All right, first off, you guys remember how the game's played. You get points for not being an idiot. That covers it up.
Or by not being Wayseeker.
Well, if Wayseeker had something good to say, maybe we would be okay. But he doesn't ever have anything good to say, so we don't use it. First up is JJ. JJ, I said don't put it up there so we could do this, but you obviously didn't listen. So we'll do this. All right, Seed 1. Protecting the Senators.
Yeah. So we start off with Senator Singh, who we saw actually, I think in season 1 of Bad Batch. Mm-hmm. He's the guy with the funny hat and the looks like an aristocrat from World War One. Yep. And then Senator, I think it's Chuchi. Was it Chuchi? I believe. We've seen also last season in Bad Batch, and we saw her a lot in Clone Wars too.
Mm-hmm.
But bottom line is they're being protected by Rex. They're kind of conspiring against the Empire. Obviously worried about the Empire attacking them. Rex and other clone commandos or troopers, I should say, have become kind of this mercenary force, kind of doing security for them. Turns out they're infiltrated by a undercover operative. They don't know who it is. He's like the clone ninja. They do end up capturing him at the end, though. So going forward, we're going to maybe figure out a little bit more in the next episode about who they are.
Oh, that sounds good. Dom, was it great seeing Rex again?
Yes, it was. Always great seeing Rex. Things about to pick up with Rex. It's kind of cool that actually working them and the other clones that he's been rounding up. The time that since season two, right? Yeah, season 2 was the last time we saw Rex. Right? I guess.
Okay, you were doing good, and then you stalled. So we gave you 3 points. Now you're down to 1. All right, next up, Wayseeker. Show everybody how to get stuff wrong.
All right, so Jedi was already yawning about cards. This whole episode made me yawn, and yeah, it was great to see Rex, but do we really want to see Rex as an idiot like in this?
Okay, he's been muted. -3. There you go, Wayseeker. Good job. Jedi, it's your turn. It's the first fucking slide.
Well, don't take your finger off that mute button because I was not crazy about this one either. It was great seeing Rex, but I didn't need to see him babysitting some spoiled politicians, and it's just, yeah.
At least that's a
you
take.
will see. You will see it when my slide comes up. What I truly
you will
thought.
see. Hey, okay, you had 1 point. Don't lose it. All right, next up, next slide. All right, let's undo Wayseeker because I think he's up. He is. Oh, good Lord. Everybody wait for this travesty to unfold. Wayseeker, scene 2, like father, like daughter. What nonsense is this?
I enjoyed this scene right here. This is my favorite part of it. In the episode, you saw Hunter again being jealous because he looks at Crosshair, who's chewing on his toothpick. Then he looks at Omega, who's also chewing.
Oh, of course, you know it's this nonsense garbage.
Toothpick. And we talked about last episode how Hunter was upset that he wasn't the one that was able to rescue Omega, and now we're seeing Omega taking on the personalities of Crosshair. Hunter is seeing Omega slip further and further away. I'm interested to see how his jealousy
time's up
in the season.
Dom, do you remember anything Wayseeker said from last week?
I don't want to know what he said last week.
Okay, very good. +1 for Dom. All right. Jedi, you have a soft spot for Omega, or at least your wife does. What do you have to say about this?
I want to thank Wayseeker for calling our attention to shit that nobody cares about.
+3 for Jedi. There you go.
So yeah, that's enough. I think I've.
All right, good job. The other point. Go ahead, JJ. What do you got?
Yeah, I think I'm with Jedi. This is an obvious continuation of last week's. Which, by the way, I will point out that Wayseeker didn't bring up last week how Omega's starting to take after Crosshair. I did. He had the whole scene.
-2 and of you for agreeing with Wayseeker. -2 for that. Good job, JJ. Way to knock yourself down by putting yourself in the same punch as this guy that nobody cares about. All right. Next up, Dom, what do we got here? Scene 3, meet the Imperial operative. Okay, Dom. Let's go with some great theory crafting because we know you got it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I love this part of the secret part of the Empire that they have these operatives that are like ninja type of guys. And I'm going to be honest with you. After the whole debacle with Ahsoka and that situation, I believe he is just a regular clone that was brainwashed. And all these people with these theories, I'm not going with it. I just think he's a regular person. Because that's it.
New Dom +3. Very good, Dom. Very good. Very good.
What just happened?
JJ, you're outraged by Dom's new opinion.
No, I'm shocked. It's not shocked. It's not outraged. It's shocked. I'm shocked I didn't get a Dom theory there. When he gave me he told me what picture he wanted. When he told me, I was like, oh, here comes the Dom theory. And I'm shocked. And good for you, Dom. Good for you.
Got it. Good for you for JJ. That's 1. Wayseeker, would you like to
I'm going to guarantee that this is tech right here. CX2 is tech. We will see it as the season going on. I am putting a wager down right now. We will see that this person right here is tech.
Wrong.
Didn't that one die? Isn't that the first one? No, the second one. Okay, yeah, I agree actually with you. I think this is tech. I thought they were going to reveal his tech at the end. Jedi, go ahead.
I am outraged because I wanted Dom to think that this was going to be something just crazy out there, way out there in like crazy land. And I was going to tell him to settle down because this guy is going to turn out to be just as boring as this episode.
So Jedi, you're having an argument. You're having an argument that didn't occur. -2 points. Yeah. All right.
I got to do
next,
something.
Yeah. Next up, our scene is scene 4. Omega's new toy with Omega lover Jedi. Jedi, what do you got?
This is not my slide.
It is me.
Awesome. JJ, it's you. JJ with your new slide.
1 point for me for recognizing this is not my slide.
Okay.
We're out of order. So yeah, pretty basic. This scene was weird to me. First off, I want to know whose idea it was to say, hey, let's just replace her bow with a crossbow, because that's a great, fantastic idea.
They need to sell more toys.
Secondly, has anybody noticed when the heck is Echo going to get his hand back? This whole season it's just been the wrench or the screwdriver arm. Didn't he have a hand he could use occasionally? Like, I don't know. I didn't like the scene.
2 bad takes, -2. All right. Go ahead. Wayseeker, could you salvage that?
Wow. I mean, at least she's got a weapon that is kind of cool. It way better than anything we've seen from her before. I wanted to see her use it, and she hasn't used it yet. I'm hoping that she has better aim than she had previously, but I'm happy that she got a new weapon.
Okay, you don't lose points for that take. All right, Jedi, what's up?
This whole scene had me on the edge of my seat because I thought she was going to shoot somebody. She was pointing this thing at everybody. I was just luckily she didn't pull a Luke and point it at her own face. That's the only thing I'm happy about. So,
Dom, let's talk about merchandising.
A cool weapon. Always a weapon really sells toys. Kids like the different types of things. But I'm going to be honest with you. Another theory that people were throwing out that Echo went to other reaches to try to get this weapon. And you know what? Just other people that he knows that got the gun. It's not Boba Fett's gun. End of story.
I had given you +2 for the thing, and then I'm
saying it's not.
All right. Scene 5 to be continued. Yeah, Megan 5 for that. Jesus. Scene 5 to be continued. Why should I not give you negative points for choosing an end scene?
Do not assume that I chose this because it was to be continued. I chose this because it represented the end of this episode.
-5 points. I actually found this episode pretty good. All right.
Worth it.
Go ahead, DJ. What do you got?
Yeah, I don't know. The episode was kind of average for me, but in the end, I did like the introduction of. Obviously, we get Wolf there at the very end. You see the Wolf Pack helmet, Wolf Pack armor, and a new sidekick for him in Hilo. So I thought that was kind of interesting that we got stuck with him right before the end, and a nice little reveal there.
All right, Dom, what do you got?
I actually enjoyed this episode. It was cool. It had a lot of action. It went further into what the Empire has planned, with certain things, and Crosshair, is he knows something more than he's saying, and
he gave us he knows something more than he's going to say. That is making up for those 5 points he just lost. Wayseeker, have you gone yet?
Crosshair was the best part of this episode.
Whoa! Mute you. You started too soon. I asked you a question. You didn't even answer it. You talked over me. So you're starting off -3. I'm going to give you a second chance here. Ready? Go.
Dom's right. Crosshair is actually the best part of it. Crosshair was able to know what everybody else should have known, that the Empire was going to be coming at these people. He was able to protect and predict what was going to happen. I really do like the arc of Crosshair going in this episode. The episode itself was okay, but Crosshair was great.
All right. May. All right. +2. Good job, Wayseeker. Wow, you're not completely messed today. All right. Next up, season 2, episode 7. The second episode is Distraction. I was kind of glad that they put these two seasons together. I think they played very well as almost one episode. You know what I mean? Or these 2 episodes together. Season number 1, meet the new Wolf Pack. JJ, you've already touched on this a little bit. Would you like to tell us a little more?
Yeah, so we get Rex, or I'm sorry, we get Wolf. We get Wolf who comes on, and the 2 interesting aspects I had to this scene when they're introduced is, 1, he appears to be in charge of a clone commando. I think Hilo was his name, is kind of his lieutenant, I guess you could say. But 2 was the more interesting was the interaction with the operative when they first land and they meet him. And Rex is very like good soldiers follow orders, but at the same time he's like, you know, our orders are to take him alive. And he makes a good point in the fact that it seems like with the destruction he's causing, the operative almost wants to kill her. So
valuable points, JJ. All right, Jedi, you have something positive to say about this, correct?
No.
All right, Dom, what do you got?
Well, no, like to go off what JJ was saying, yes, you know, it seems like the operative, the assassin guy is doing totally the opposite of what Wolf and the commandos are supposed to do, bring him in alive and stun them. He's blowing up things and shooting things, so don't know what the deal is with that. But also, it's kind of cool that Wolf is coming into play because this gives you an idea that there could be a new animated series coming with Rex and Wolf and Gregor down the road. Yep. Who knows?
I'm going to give you 0 because you had me and then you lost me. All right, Wayseeker.
Damn.
I mean, this just proves to me that this operative is Tech. Tech is pissed off that his friends have left him and didn't come after him. And so he's not following orders and not doing what he's supposed to do because he's mad at his friends for leaving him behind and he wants revenge.
Wayseeker, you are guaranteeing this is Tech, correct?
Yeah, guaranteeing it.
Plus 10. Plus 10. He's all in. He's plus 10. He is plus 10. Do know that it would be very big damage next week if it turns out not to be him. All right. Scene number 2, Omega and Crosshair, new besties, BFFs. They're Swifties or whatever they call it, whatever these people are. Dom, you picked this one?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
I
Dom.
like the interaction.
+2 for a weird pick. Okay, go ahead.
But I actually like the fact that Crosshairs is telling her that I'm worse than Hunter because he's trying to protect her, be careful, all these things. And it's nice to see that Crosshair really cares for her now. And this is the beginning of the end because you know what happens when they get like this, that Crosshair's demise is coming very soon. So, but
are you guaranteeing his demise is coming very soon?
I guarantee it. And to go back on Wayseeker, what he says he thinks the operative is Tech. Nope. Tech is 1.93% centimeters height. The operative is 1.83.
It's 20. That's 2 different bets. That's 2 different guarantees. Guarantee it, Dom?
Yep, I guarantee it's not Tech.
That's 20 points. That's 20 points plus a very, very, very well constructed Grinch argument. The Grinch looks like he's got a heart of gold. He's coming back here. He still wants to kick a dog in the ass down the hill, but at least he doesn't want to eat children anymore. Very good, Dom. All right. Next up, Wayseeker, he's calling you out.
Yeah. He is wrong. I guarantee that Dom is wrong. Crosshair is not about to bite the dust. Hunter is about to bite the dust. That's who's going down. It is.
He cut over the top guarantee. 20-point over the top guarantee.
The replacement father of Crosshair is going to be the one that survives, and Hunter's going to try to get his favorite child back. And
Omega -2
will die. He will die trying to save Omega and Crosshair.
You did mean the adopted father of Omega, correct? Not of Crosshair, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, -2 for that. But then you get +3 for a good argument and +20 for over the top with Dom. However, if this doesn't turn out well for you, Wayseeker, it's going to turn out really bad. Jedi, do you want to tell these young men why they're wrong?
I don't know the rules of what I'm allowed to do here. So first of all, I appreciate the fact that people recognize that I have won 2 of these things. So everyone is copying my strategy now of guaranteeing. So I'm flattered. Secondly, if I could go back and touch on what Wayseeker said about Echo being or Tech being angry, he's the one that cut the cord and said, "Leave me." So if he's angry, yeah, it's your own damn fault. And then lastly, Dom either lied and did watch last week's show because he pretty much said the same thing I said last week. That's all.
You know what? I swear to God, Jedi, I didn't watch last week's show because I was working, was busy.
I'm not accusing you of anything, Dom.
You were not, liar. You were on a train. You were on a train.
Yeah.
5 points, Jedi, for calling him out on the line. Oh, got him.
I was getting home. I was I was on a train coming home. I wasn't.
JJ, go ahead.
It's not personal, Dom. It's all about.
Trains have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I was on the train coming back from Washington last week. You're right.
Well, JJ, you're up.
I don't have too much to add to the scene. I did think it was interesting, and it actually comes back to play a little bit later when even the other clones start to recognize kind of how he interacts with Omega and kind of cares for her. I think it more stems from the fact that beyond wild theories, I think it's more along the lines of he feels like Omega is the only one who hasn't betrayed him. Crosshair, I mean, not Tech. He's the only one who hasn't really betrayed him or anything like that is Omega. So.
Very good. All right. I'll give you a couple for that. All right. Okay. And then next up, we have got scene number 3, Crosshair versus CX2. Mm-hmm. This is
not Tech.
It's me.
Yeah. JJ, go ahead.
Yep. So we've got an interesting situation here. There comes a point in this episode, actually twice, where CX2 is kind of stalking the rest of the Bad Batch. And there was a scene at the end of the season, or episode 6, where Crosshair almost kind of got frightened when he saw the face of the other operative. Like he knew what they was, he knew what they were capable of. Here, I didn't notice until they started fighting each other. And then later on, we kind of figured out the code name is CX2. I almost wonder if it's not so much along the lines of this is Tech returning, but could this operative be a version where they've somehow taken Crosshair's abilities, and that's why he doesn't quite have the ability he used to have, and put him into these new operatives?
Oh, interesting theory.
Very much mirror their fighting styles as far as being able to.
Now that is a very interesting theory. And he took the knife. He picked. Very good. All right. Yep. Okay. Jedi, what do you have to say about that? Never watched Around the Horn.
I am humbled, and I give any points that I may win or lose to JJ because that is a good theory.
Okay, he gets 2 for that, and then that gives 2 to JJ and 2 to Jedi. Okay, good job. What do you got, Wayseeker? Try to ruin everybody's day.
No, it was a good scene. It was a good fighting scene. It was good action. It was well paced. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I thought this was one of the better fighting scenes we've seen in a while.
All right, we can get a couple for that. But what do you got, Dom? You've been chopping at the bit. Tell why they're all wrong or all right.
Well, look. Well, yes, JJ. That the theory that sounds.
Another +2 to JJ
on that. But I'm going to be honest with you. Also, I know the DNA from Crosshair has been taken out. Remember, he's a defective clone. Yeah. Kind of hard to really mimic and clone Rex. Clone Crosshairs because of him being defective. But the theory is Hemlock has the hand too that he keeps playing around with. So it's something to do with these hands that they tried cloning Crosshair and it didn't work out. But the abilities, probably you're right, the abilities. But there is something that is very peculiar with these operatives that there's definitely I can't wait to see.
What the shit is that you talking -2, man? What the hell, man? I don't even know what you were saying.
I'm just
saying. I don't know what you were saying. I don't know what the fuck you were saying. You start off good and then I don't know what you were saying. All right, next up. What the fuck? Am I the only one?
No, I put the word salad. That was all word salad.
One point for everybody besides Dom on that one and nobody understands. Jedi, did you understand what he's saying?
I don't know.
All right, point for everybody then.
Jesus Christ.
All right, C4. Great minds think alike. That is going to Jedi. Jedi, trying to save us from whatever our heads just got numb to right there.
This is the closing scene with the Wolf Pack and Commander Wolf, and after he and Rex had had come to, after Rex had kind of convinced him that the Empire is not working in his best interest, and they're hurting their brothers. This scene, I think, is significant because, one, we don't know what Rex and his wolf pack are going to do next. Dom threw out some theories earlier. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not going to say that couldn't happen. I think more interesting here is now Hemlock is going to realize that he can't really count on the clones anymore, and that's why he's going to use his other assets that the Emperor made available to him, and we're going to start seeing some bounty hunters, and we're going to see Asajj go after Omega.
Ooh. Oh, that's a good theory. That's actually a good theory. +3 on that. All right, who's up next? Let me see. Sorry, keeping the score down here. All right, next up, JJ, what do you got?
I think this is very much the start kind of that clone rebellion, I guess. We know it goes all the way through Rebels. We see Wolf and Rex together in Rebels. They get older together. They're still both there. To me, one of the interesting parts of this, though, was Hilo, the clone commando. And I don't know if it's because clone commandos are built differently, because they also handle kind of Hemlock security there in the prison. We've seen Scorch a whole bunch, be very loyal to that whole program. And Hilo seems to have doubts here, kind of like he's the fly in the ointment kind of thing, of like, is this really what, we should be doing type of thing, and letting them go. So I don't know if the clone commandos are built differently and whether or not they'll join Wolf and Rex and all that in the thing, or if they'll end up somehow having to battle against them.
All right, good insight. Dom, did you say Ann Gregor?
Ann Gregor, yeah.
Okay, that's a mute because you talked about somebody else. It's -3. Go ahead now. What do you got? Now you can say Ann Gregor.
Okay, Ann Gregor.
Okay, that's +2. All right, good job.
All right, it's my turn to talk?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say, jump off the back of a Jedi for a minute. Yes, the Emperor said whatever asset that Hemlock needs, and you'll see the bounty hunters. But the Emperor's greatest asset, Vader, is going to come into the fold. Because what's going to happen if Vader is going to come into the fold? Rex does not know that Vader is Anakin yet, and that's going to throw him for a loop.
Is that guarantee? Dom, is that guarantee?
That's a guarantee.
Jesus. Good
That's
Lord.
a guarantee.
Yeah, good. Wayseeker. I don't know what else you can do at this show. You have done it all. But Dom is going over. Dom is sacrificing it all. Unless Jedi's next point is, I don't know. Wayseeker, go ahead.
I mean, it was good to get why Wolf turns and seeing that connection, which we know in Rebels. I hope we don't get what JJ says. We get this clone fighting and rebellion. I don't want to see it on screen. I'm not interested in that. If it happens, it happens, but hopefully it doesn't happen in this show. Tell us in a different way. But seeing the friendship and how that matters and how that plays forward, that was what the scene was all about.
Wow, you started off so strong and then you put us to sleep there at the end. All right, next up, Jedi's got another scene. Jedi, wasn't that yours?
This is me.
This is Wayseeker. All right, sorry. The last scene of the day, before we do final points, Wayseeker, Hunter, and Rex catch up and Mustard.
So, Jedi made a point, but it was wrong earlier, talking about we're going to see the bounty hunters coming forward. We are going to see the bounty hunters coming forward, but we're going to see the bounty hunters because Rex told Hunter that they got to figure out what happened with Omega. So Hunter is going to go next time, track down Fennec Shand to do that work for him. So the bounty hunters are actually going to be working for Hunter in the Bad Batch.
Is that a guarantee?
Episode going forward, I'm guaranteeing it. We're going to see Fennec Shand. We're going to go see Hunter track down.
And the Fennec Shand. That's a double guarantee. Oh,
double guarantee right now.
Okay. All right. He's out there on a limb, guys. He's putting down points. Jedi, he called you out, so we're going to let you retort to that.
Bullshit.
Good retort. +5. All right, Dom, what do you got on that one?
Well, yeah. So for things to for it not to pick up the pace, yeah, Hunter has to find out what the M count is in Omega. Now, I'm kind of hoping that this doesn't happen. Please don't. Please don't. That towards the end of this damn thing, Omega shows force abilities. I don't want that, please. But it might happen, but don't want it. But anyway, the bounty hunters, Fennec Shand ain't gonna work for Hunter. Cad Bane is coming into the forefront too. and Asajj Ventress. You're gonna probably find out about the M count from Asajj Ventress. He's gonna probably talk. That's gonna be that's gonna be how he's gonna find out what this is all about.
Is that a theory or a guarantee?
That's a guarantee.
Fucking hey, he just outdoes you every time, Wade Seeker. All right, JJ, go.
You know, when Wade Seeker first picked this, I thought it was the most pointless scene to pick because it's just him talking to like one thing. On one hand, I was angry, like shouldn't Hunter have been found out in the 3 seasons why the Empire's after her anyways, and we haven't figured that out yet. It's kind of amazing, but at the same time, I got to thinking of it more, and I actually sort of agree with Dom's theory. I think the M count thing, when Rex is like, I kind of know what that is, but not really. You maybe need to find out more about the M count and why they're after her. I think it's going to lead him on the path of like M count is related to Jedi and that type of thing, and then eventually maybe lead into, finding Asajj Ventress instead of Jedi.
Okay. I very rarely do this, but since Wade Seeker's been called out by 2 people now, Wade Seeker, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to do your worst.
So,
go ahead. And
I'm chomping in the bait here. Dom's partly right. Cad Bane's coming too.
Let's give him Dom more
But
points.
it's going to be Fennec versus Cad Bane. So they're going to have bounty hunters on both sides.
Again?
So one's going after one bounty hunter, which is Fennec, and then there's going to be the other side's going to have Cad Bane. We're going to see a bounty hunter showdown because, the Emperor's getting Cad Bane and Hunter is going to get Fennec. And I can't wait to see the bounty hunter versus bounty hunter showdown that's happening next episode. He's part
next episode. That's
episode.
a double. That's a double. That's a double. All right, let's boys and girls, we got rowdy here. Let's probably just start off with who didn't win. In last place this week would be Jedi with 20 points. After that, we have got JJ. Well, maybe, we do. We got JJ with a surprising 40 points, but he actually got extra slides. So we're going to narrow that down to 20 points. We'll take that in half.
Oh.
So tied for that place. Hold on.
Recalculating.
Okay, I got Dom's score, and I got to get Wade Seeker because you put in that last 20 there. Holy shit.
You need like
20.
the Jeopardy. Do.
Yeah, do. It's a lot of numbers here. 10, 20, 23. That's 23. Plus another 20. That's another 10. Holy hell. 3. Oh, there it is. Mm-hmm. That's 43, 48, 49, 56.
Come down to the wire.
64 plus 2. It's a tie ball game, folks. Wade Seeker and Dom, you both get a minute. Flip a coin, JJ.
Let's let Wade Seeker go first.
Wade Seeker can go first. Okay, Wade Seeker, you got a minute.
This victory goes out to Nubs Nation. Nubs Nation is now the official people of St. Patrick's Day. It's no longer green. The official color is blue. We are going to be celebrating Nubs from here on out. Don't care about you people from Ireland. We now care about Pubians. Pubians rule. We're going there March 17th, forever known as Nubs Nation Day.
Okay, we do not condone anything that he just said. Dom, it's a mistake. You should have beat him by 1 point. Jedi got killed. Here we go. Dom, give us your minute.
You know what? The first half of Bad Batch was really good. We got to see a lot, and I can't wait for the second half to come out strong, and it should be an interesting ride. And like I said, I'm still going with the theory that there will be another animation series with Rex, Gregor, and Wolf moving forward, and that's going to be the clone uprising that's going to happen on Tentis. Bad Batch is going to end, and that next series is going to be based on that. And that's my theory on that. The hell with Nub Nation. The blue can keep the blue. That little teddy bear can get his ass whipped by the Ewoks. I don't give 2 shits. End the story. Out.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Nope, that's it. Thank you for that.
I gotta say this because this just reinforces what you in the chat were saying earlier. Dom, you could have talked about anything you wanted, But you heard that Disney is now making a huge profit, and so you abandoned going off on Kathleen Kennedy. It's like nothing.
Hey,
So
the guy's got what he's got. He is what he is.
No,
Speaking of that,
I'm 50%
so
happy
good.
and 50%
Good
very
job,
disappointed.
Dom. Good job, Waysinger. Congratulations on your win. But Dom gets the extra win also for his speech. We get into his 30 slides toys. Here we go, Dom. We know what slide 6. You're going to get really excited around slide 6.
All right, so here we go. So this is a one of the other mini busts that are coming out. This was a St. Patty's Day exclusive from Diamond Select and Gentle Giant. You get what? You get Yaddle.
Because she's green.
It's pretty cool. Right? You know? All right, so we got a couple of Gentle Giant. This is a PX exclusive Luke as a Stormtrooper that's dropping very soon.
Okay.
You know, this is coming, so we got a lot of things going. So we're getting an Armorer. This is another exclusive. We're getting a Thrawn, which actually I showed this before.
The Thrawn's
I showed that one before, but now it's actually you can pre-order it now.
Okay.
We're getting oh Jesus.
Admiral Akbar, it's a trap.
Thank you. We're getting him as well too. We're also getting a freaking Savage Press mini bust as well.
Here it is. This is what Dom was waiting for.
What I want to talk about. So CBS Studios, which is it's not a like a mainstream.
Nothing is creepier than old men.
It's not licensed by Disney. Is that what
I'm about to say this is not an official Disney product. I'm shocked.
We get Sith Rey, and this is how I want to betray her. And I would love the movies.
You do you understand how cringy you sound right now?
What?
Very cringy.
Listen,
very cringy.
Why is Sith Rey
uber cringy?
Have clothes on.
Look, there's other pictures on this that I couldn't show because
because it's cringy and it's that's gross.
I want that.
Dude, I know why you need to find something better to do. Why you aren't watching? I know now why you aren't watching our show. You're spending too much time with your quote unquote statue.
If you want that statue, go to CBS Labs and see what they got it for. I don't know how much the price is for that. But anyway, we have a Cobb Vanth mini bus as well coming up.
I have respectable people that come over my house. I can't have that shit here.
Figure Arts is coming out with an Ahsoka, which I actually think this is pretty damn good.
This actually is pretty good. Yeah.
Diecast metal. This is dropping soon. Iron Studios is dropping a 1.20 scale speeder racer with Anakin. The
Pod Racer.
Pod Racer. Thank you. Pod Racer. If you're into the Pod Racers and statues, this is dropping soon. Don't know the price on this yet.
What the fuck?
So
is this?
Disney has a company called Toy Box. They make their own figures, and they're coming out with a Obi-Wan and Vader from the Obi-Wan series toys.
Yeah, it looks like those remember the little ones, the Galaxy things that they used to have. They're all
this is it. It actually evolved into that. This is this is Disney's toy.
That makes sense.
Disney source.
That makes sense.
So this jacket, if you want this Star Wars Bad Batch jacket, this is pretty cool.
What's a baseball jacket?
It's not bad. It's $50.
They don't wear jackets in baseball, do they?
So I think they're talking about the old 80s warmer-up.
Basically, right?
Yeah.
This is coming out. So if you're into the Bad Batch and you want this,
this is a leather jacket, not a freaking. The baseball jacket. The only
only
baseball
wear this to a con without getting your ass kicked, probably. But,
dude,
I don't even know if you wear it to a con.
Yeah, you can. How cool would it have been if they made? Remember the old '80s baseball ones, the ones that had the 6 buttons up and they were made out of nylon.
Oh yeah, those, yeah.
That would have been cool.
The 8-ball jackets. Get the 8-ball jackets. Get the Bad Batch. The 8-ball.
These remind me of the people that used to collect the Planet Hollywood jackets and stuff.
Yes.
Buy all those.
The NASCAR jackets. Remember when those
The
were
NASCAR jackets? Yeah, that was a thing too.
This is dropping.
Actually,
That's dropping soon.
$45. Not a bad price.
It's reasonable. That's what I'm saying. It's reasonable. Who's selling this?
This is a company. It's I got the name. Let me get the name for you. I get the name. I'll get a few at the end.
Probably got a lot of radiation in it, but that's all right.
Yeah. So these durables.
Hey, thanks, King of Nerds.
They have rides now. They come with the rides. So you have mystery. I seen these.
Someone get down with members only jacket. Yeah. Oh, adorables. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, adorable. So yeah, adorable. So
I get these for my nephew.
They got these. They're pretty cool. You know the rides. You want to get these, and they got the mystery.
Yeah, dude. This is just teaching kids to scratch off lotto tickets early.
Yeah.
LA exclusive is who makes them. Thank you.
Thank you.
The jacket. This is what he's talking about here, I think. LA, so it's LA exclusive. Thank you, Zaggy.
Thank you, Left.
All right.
This is going to be a Target exclusive.
This is going to be an Ali special.
Yeah, probably. But actually, some of these are going for money. Some of these mini things are really going for money. There's one that's a Sabine, supposed to be like the Sabine.
Wait, so you got the next 15.
It's actually worth money. Okay. Go up to next. I saw if you're the Tiki mugs, you got a video game Tiki mug, which is pretty cool. So it's shaped in the video game, the old Star Wars video game.
Those are cool.
Which is pretty good. You know, a mug.
Oh.
Now this is what I like coming up. I already pre-ordered already. You got the Mandalorian Super Commando, the Mandalorians. This is coming out. Hot Toys. They're dropping this soon. Pre-orders are up now. Yeah, we got a pre-order ready.
How much you pay?
Well, I paid $28 for the pre-order. This was like a $275.
$275.
$275, but I have a payment plan, so you pay $50 a month. Back in 2025, so it's not going to happen anytime soon until next year.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Bailey and Skrull is getting his hot toy, and I got this pre-order too as well. Jedi, you got to get this, Jedi. You need to get this.
I don't know. I saw his Black Series at GameStop yesterday, and I didn't get it. So.
But look, it looks like Balin. Really good. They got the sculpt down really good.
It's good, but what happens when they recast him?
Well, they'll probably come out.
It's gonna be a completely different looking character going forward.
Kind of sucks, but I want this because I'm very surprised that the estate they gave Disney the okay to and Hot Toy to make it. Which
they like money. Cool. They like money. Everybody That's why they did it.
And hair, and Hottie.
Did you buy this one too?
Yep, I have pre-order too.
How much were the last two?
The last two, right? So they're all $275.
Okay, so you just dropped $900, pretty much.
Yeah, but they're not coming out any fucking time soon.
You're on a payment plan, Wayseeker. Aren't you listening? That's like almost free. They're like almost giving it to Dom.
I don't. I forgot Dom math. I forgot.
So Black Series is coming out with Troopers here. You know, they have a 2-pack. This is actually on Amazon right now. Amazon Entertainment Earth. It's a common, so you can get it on all the platforms. So this is dropping. It's pre-order right now. This is actually, you can get them all over the place too. It's you got Enox and the Night Troopers. This is the vintage line.
Don't buy it.
I'm not buying this. The new Vader coming out. A redone Vader.
We have
as well
45,000 of these.
Yeah.
Is that a 6 or 3 1/4?
3 3/4.
It's a different. It's a different hand fixture. He only has one finger, not the whole cupping. So that's kind of unique.
Yeah.
You know,
could be. And then you got a new
dancing,
a new trooper. Which actually Troopers, people love the Army build with Troopers. So, but yeah. Now this is what I like. So finally
getting it.
Funko, listen to me. Finally getting the comic first appearance cover. Boba Fett. This is dropping. This is a common, so you can get it anywhere. I got 2 pre-orders already.
2?
You can get it anywhere. 2, yeah.
Yeah.
You
can get this graded?
No. Not these. You don't get these graded. So this is dropping soon. So apparently what happened was they already came out with the 18-inch Boba Fett.
Yep.
They're re-releasing it with a chase that here it is. This is the 18-inch Boba Fett.
So you got a dent in that box, bro. There's a dent in that box. Not mint.
So you got the
mine doesn't have a dent.
Yes, you have. I know. I have to. But
it's Boba Fett. Boba Fett's supposed to have a dent.
Well,
it's just how it works.
So apparently they're re-releasing it again. GameStop is re-releasing it with a limited edition 300-piece friggin' prototype.
All right.
Prototype. So if you really want to get into perspective, how much the prototype will probably be?
No.
They came out with a Batman in black costume, and it was limited to like 750 pieces. Secondary market is anywhere between $1,200 and $1,500.
So you're probably $3K.
What is it? A 1 in 6?
It's going to be about $2K, $2,500.
So you're buying this, right?
Dom doing some good research.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is, actually, if you put pre-order, so apparently I talked to somebody in GameStop. They're most likely they're going to probably get about 6 or 8 of the Boba Fett's and maybe 2 of the prototypes. And they already said if you could put one on the side, $20 pre-order. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I get it, but I will get it. I have to get it.
I hope you get it. I hope you don't pay $3K for it, because $3K is.
Yeah,
I mean, you'll pay it. I know you'll pay it, but you don't want to pay it.
It's gonna be tough, but it's gonna be a nice piece to have, and it's dropping.
Jedi, you just dropped $850K for a C-3PO head, so I don't want to hear you shaking your head about that.
Dom also spilled the tea on
an investment.
how to get it, how to get this rare thing. Don't do that.
All right, so here are the infamous NFT Star Wars line of pops that dropped, and a big disappointment. They are actually deluxe size, which are not the small size, which make it easier for collectors to collect. So this is a deluxe size. So the first NFT set to drop. So this is like a deluxe.
What the hell does that mean?
Because it's bigger box. This you got the regular
NFT, like the
NFT,
imaging, or like
NFT. So,
Literally, all they're giving you is a bigger box. It's the same size pop with just a bigger box.
So anyway, so they're releasing one of each from each of the movies. So you have Leia, who was part of the poster.
Is it
the original
pops
Star
an
Wars.
NFT in
Luke.
itself?
You have the Carbonite with Han, that he's coming out of the Carbonite. You got C-3PO that's sleeping. Get out. That's a meme with SpongeBob. That they had the Emperor with the lightning that you already had, a Vader. So all these pops right here are basically the same thing that actually dropped. It was a big disappointment that there was no new characters.
It's NFTs. They're scams, so they're just scamming the scam. I give them credit
so they're
for scamming the scam.
each. You can get these physical pops in your hand by getting the legendary cards. You get the cards. The cards look pretty cool. You get it.
I don't understand.
Everything's a scam. Nubs is a scam.
NFT is a scam. And they're scamming it even more. That's great.
But you know what? So this is the
I've
first
never heard
line.
that before. That's a fresh take, Wayseeker.
Yeah. This is basically a disappointment. But the people, and then last but not least, this should be a coming out a comic cover Stormtrooper for Star Wars.
I think just the box. Dom hey, we have a question. Is it just the box of the deluxe is bigger? That's it?
What the box is bigger, but the pop inside it's. You
same size.
Really can't. Okay,
same pop. They had extra. They just put.
Well, they give it. The box is bigger because you have like the background. They give you the background of the platform.
The background just paper.
Yeah,
no, it's plastic. No, it's
Oh,
plastic.
yeah.
You're standing on like a platform.
I have an open one here. Do you get this extra?
Yeah, like that's the portion of Vader's bridge. You know where they were
bounty
standing.
hunters when they said those disintegrations.
Yes.
Boba Fett. So
that
you
thing
get this extra
you can
piece.
find that thing in discount tubs for $2.
Yeah, it's discount. But the fact is that the NFTs are going to be the first of its kind, a whole series that are deluxe series, which it sucks because they didn't have anything better.
The NFT part.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
We moving on.
Dom, what don't you or Jedi? What you don't understand? There's millions of people who.
Well, I mean, are you buying an NFT with a chance to win the physical, or are you buying a physical that's based on the NFT?
No, you're buying a chance to win the physical. You get cards that you can win the actual pop itself. So you have to buy packs to win the actual Funko. So
okay, so
they are telling you if you're buying pops. Hold on, they're telling you if you're buying pops, you're the dumbest human beings in the world, and we could just steal more money off of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're buying a pack of cards with a chance to a redemption card for a pop.
Redemption, and if you redeem, so it's what? Look, if people collecting these things, they're doing them. They have a lot of different ones. What's anything extra? That's it. Yeah. Oh, we got a couple more cards that are dropping. The old style baseball cards. A couple cards, which is pretty cool. And tops. You got some more right there.
Is that a set or is it individual cards?
Individual cards. You get them. You go on tops and you buy them. They're like the legend, like the cards that we're dropping.
Usually they sell those as a set, though.
I don't know how many cards in the set to this, but they are like limited to like 100 to 300 pieces cards each.
Ring the bell.
I
like you, Scott. That's a great one.
That's
hustle divided by hustle equals.
So let me show you something. You see, that was the biggest pop I showed you. The teeny, itsy bitsy little Boba Fett pop.
What did we do? I go take a pee for 2 minutes, and he's showing off 15 pops.
Yeah,
what is going on?
Well, you gave him the platform, so
you did. You did.
No, I'm just trying to show people things,
You are showing people things. All right. Speaking of showing people things, did JJ take off for the night?
No, he's coming back.
All right.
Are
I'll
you guys
open
going
up
back to cards? Because I'm going to hop off if you're going
Yeah,
back.
we're going to go back to cards. Yeah, we're going to go back to cards. I'm wondering if I should keep.
See you, Jedi.
Next time.
I'm wondering if I should keep.
All right,
6 or
Dom. We
12
want to
packs.
hear about your con while we're opening a pack. We want to
Hold
hear
on.
about your con.
Should I keep like 12 packs so that we can play the
No,
game where we open?
Just open them.
You don't want to do one where we play
We
against each
can do
other?
that in the future. You'll buy more packs.
No, I'm not gonna buy another case of this. One of these.
You don't have to buy more packs. Just go buy 6. Just you might want them for your deck. Open them up.
No, we'll do it in the next round because I won't buy any more for this deck. Because I'm just gonna upgrade this Vader deck and then I'm gonna kill it out. Dude, I mean, there's no competition, bro. It ain't gonna take long for me to beat everybody.
Told you. Let's see. Let's see how you do. You're
We
gonna
will.
come crying. You're gonna come crying next week.
Those guys, the majority of those guys had been playing. I didn't even realize this. The majority of those guys have been playing this game because of pre-release for like 2 months.
Really?
Because they all went and did the thing like JJ did, where they went to the
Gen Con.
Yeah, they went to. Some of them went to that. So a handful of them went to there. Like there's only 15 guys. I think like 6 or 8 went there. And then when was the pre-release? Wasn't that like 3 weeks before that?
No, pre-release is 2 weeks.
It's only
ago.
1 week. Pre-release is just
I mean,
1
these guys had been playing, and they went to every
They've probably been
pre-release.
playing on Tabletop Simulator or
Well,
whatever.
they played every pre-release, which is at least 7 pre-releases.
I don't.
There's only one.
I don't have. No, there could have
No,
been 7
because they went to all 7. They the thing that
there
they
were
do is
people here in Denver that did the same thing.
a couple of guys who are running different. There were a couple of guys that were playing. They didn't run that one, but they ran another one. It's very cool community. It is. It really is. It's not. It was very
It's
nice.
passionate. I mean, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to make sure that that you're not. If you're not one of them, don't take offense to what they say, and they're not trying to be rude. All right, Dom, tell us about Washington.
Yeah, so no, Washington was good, man. We got there on the Friday. The con was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We got there Friday. There was no autographs that we were going for on Friday. We walked around the con. Hey, it's all the same stuff, basically. You know, the vendors that are there. The vendors that are there.
Uncommon.
And
It's a solid card if you're playing Mono Blue because it's a 6/6.
Go. Don't interrupt. Keep going. Yep.
Yeah, so Friday we got there. We got to feel the place, and a pretty big con. So we actually went back Saturday. So
There you go.
Actually, to make a long story short, actually before Saturday came, I looked at the website, and Rosario Dawson's autograph was sold out.
Why did you buy it ahead of time?
Before the con?
I didn't know that it was going to sell out.
They always sell out.
Not
Yeah,
like
big name celebrities usually sell out.
I know, but I went. So I checked it out, and they had photo ops. They had photo ops, and they had a whole bunch of other things. And I was like, all right, let me talk to the one.
Hey, JJ.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, everybody.
Hey. Yeah. So the photo. So they had the photo op available. So I actually went to the girls and I asked them. I said, listen, are you guys going to have any more autographs because they sold out? He goes, well, that's news to me. I didn't know they sold out. I said, yeah, they sold out. It's not. She goes, well, come back tomorrow, and usually if something sells out, they usually open up after she finishes the obligation to what she has to. They'll open up another line later on. They might,
If she gets through it.
If they will, they might. I said, all right. So I went back on Saturday.
Oh, cool.
So I went to the girls in front of me, and she's like, listen, I'm sorry. Unfortunately,
I like Jabba. Yeah.
Can't see.
Keep going.
Yeah, you froze, but that's okay. Dooku. I need no Dookus. Dooku's
Go ahead, Dom. Go ahead. So you went there and said what?
So I went there, and the girl said, listen, I'm sorry. There's no whatever it was. That's it. Sold out. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Did you get a double rare pack there, Marco? You got Jabba and Dooku in the same pack?
Yeah.
That's a rare double rare pack.
Go ahead.
I blew up, got mad because I always get
Don't
mad
tell
at
me.
things. All the time. My
It's
wife,
on you, bro. Come
I know,
on.
the-
Yeah,
my
you're the
wife,
one that
the
didn't
voice-
order ahead of time. What are you mad about?
Listen, my wife, the voice of reason, she goes, why didn't you buy it when we said to buy it?
God
I'm
bless your wife.
like, I'm sorry, I didn't buy it. So anyway,
You can't blow up at something that's your fault.
So my wife was
dude.
online already, waiting for the Rosario Dawson that she was signing autographs.
Look at
I
her.
went to the line and I talked to her, and I was upset. There was a woman that was dressed like Fennec Shan. She had a Fennec Shan outfit, and we started talking this and that, and really cool woman that we had a good conversation. So make a long story short, he got up to the line. Oh, Boba Fett, nice.
No,
Bosk.
Bosk.
Bosk, I think.
Oh, Bosk. she got to the line, and she actually asked him, "Oh, I forgot to add somebody on the autograph."
That is super strong. Hyper cards.
Go ahead, keep going. Stop it.
Girl, so the girl told her,
"There you go.
I'm sorry, we sold out. We don't have anything." So I was like, "Dang." So I actually called my friend Joe earlier to find out where he was because
what up, Joe?
So he was online someplace. Anyway, so they couldn't get it, so we walked offline. So I went on to Sabine's line, and I was waiting there for Natasha sitting there. So I was upset, pissed off.
Who's Natasha?
Natasha, who played Sabine? Natasha.
She's your best friend now?
Well, she was when I seen her.
Her last name's hard to pronounce.
All right, go ahead.
Did you get her to? Is she coming on the show? Did you get her to come on the show?
I couldn't get her.
Where's our promo at?
I wanted the promo. I wanted that, but unfortunately, nothing. It didn't happen the way I wanted to. So I'm still reeling for the fact that I missed out on Rosario Dawson's autograph, because they sold out. My friend Joe calls me back. He goes, "Dom, where you at?" I said, "Well, I'm on Sabine's line right now, and I'm waiting to get in." He goes, "All right, I'm on Anakin's line." He goes, "Come meet me over there." I said, "Yeah, it's kind of messed up because I missed out on getting the autographs and it's sold out." He goes, "Yo, dude, I got 2 of them. I'll sell you one."
Nice foil.
Is that the Bendu? Who's that?
Bendu, yep. I wanted that Bendu card. All right, so go ahead.
It was awesome, John.
How did Joe get 2? He just
he had 2. So he got 2. He pre-ordered 2. He got the tickets. Oh. So he sold me one.
What con was this?
What? Awesome
Con.
This is Awesome Con?
Yeah.
In DC. Yeah.
Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
So basically, I was on the Sabine line. Now I got a story with the Sabine line. So my wife went off the line. She went to go do something. I'm online. So when I get to the front of the line, there's this kid in front of me, and we're talking. And you get to the line, I go, I want to buy the ticket so I can get the autograph for Sabine. Oh, cash only. I'm like, really?
I'm
like, you gotta be kidding me, man. I said, I got a card.
Good job.
So I was about to blow up on that, right?
Of course.
The kid that was online, he goes like this. He goes, "Yo, I got you, man. Just pay me back on Venmo." I'm like, "You sure you don't even know me?"
There you go, Dom.
I got you. He's a really cool kid, nice kid, man. And he
didn't you used to hate the kids? You hated the kids. Now look at the kids.
It wasn't alive when Star Wars was born.
This is why he's been different the whole show. Now he realizes the people that were born after 1977.
No, for those people that forget, this is old Dom talking again. This is old positive Dom that loved the fanhood when we first got him on here.
People helped him out. He was reminded that
Star Wars he was a great. So I called my wife. We Venmoed him the money, and it was cool. I got to see Sabine. I know you're doing the cards, but here's Sabine's.
No, put him on top. Put it big.
There you go.
Here's Sabine's autograph. Yeah, I like the colors. Nice. See, and look, it's legit. It got the thing, and it got the thing in the back, so it's certified. There you go. So
now, I have a question, real quick, Dom. Does that certify the autograph or the pop, or both?
No, the autograph. For the autograph.
The autograph. Okay.
So after I got off the line, she was really cool. I talked to her. I said, everybody keeps asking you questions about. I go, thank you for bringing Sabine's character to life. I really enjoyed your character, this and that, and I can't wait to see it. I'm always saying the same thing. I have to say the same thing because it's true. When you meet the cast, it was good. So I said, also, you were great. You were good in Night Shift, the Jamie Foxx movie. She was a vampire. I like that movie. It was kind of fun on Netflix that she was on that. She goes, oh my God. She goes, like she was surprised that I brought that. I'm like, yeah, you're on it. So anyway, I got that autograph.
Bad thing. She's like, oh my God, somebody watched that.
You know, right? So I got off the line, and my friend Joe called me back. He's like, yo, come meet me on the Anakin line. So it's funny. So me and my wife are standing there, and I'm like, I can't remember what this guy looked like. All of a sudden, the one guy's looking. She goes, is that him right there? I'm like, oh shit, yeah. I couldn't remember. I haven't seen him in a while. So we got on the line for Anakin. So we got to the front where Anakin was, this and that, to go because they're behind curtains. They put these celebrities behind curtains now.
Yeah,
so
people always try to take pictures.
Right?
Of them.
Yeah.
Hayden Christensen, not Matt Latner, voice of Anakin.
So
right.
What happened?
It's Hayden Christensen you're talking about, right?
Yeah, Hayden Christensen. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Hayden, So we get to the curtain. And I'm like, all right. I said, dude, I thought I'll wait for you right here. He goes, no, you're coming in with me. So we went inside, and I got to meet Hayden. I told him, what's up, man? I said, thank you for everything that you brought out. I can't wait for other content. Really appreciate what you brought to the table, and thank you. He's like, you're welcome. He goes, no, thank you for saying that. I'm like, anytime. I can't wait to see what else comes out, man. So I left there. We left out of there, and really cool, laid back, this and that. Fucking lines.
Whose work do I hate? Whose work do I hate?
Natasha.
Who is she?
Sabine.
No, I didn't hate her work.
No,
I know you like Sabine. Sabine was good.
So we go back.
Ahsoka, on the other hand, you don't like her work.
So we go on Rosario Dawson's line. These are all lines, man. It's like a tiring, man. Like,
like your whole day, right? Your whole day is line.
Yeah, that's why I'm not. A couple of reasons I'm not big on the autos. But
a few people online that I knew, and so this guy Chris and his wife Heather, they actually have a YouTube channel, Castlecast, which is on YouTube, and they do
a YouTube channel is on YouTube.
Exactly. So they usually do about a Funko Pop, but they also have their own toy company called Ghastly Toys. They make their own toy. So what do you got there?
I don't know. Something shiny. So I assume it's good.
Shiny.
I mean, you haven't got like a big hit so far this box. You've got.
I got one of these finally.
There you got your Rice Saber. Well, we got a foil hyperspace.
There you go. So we went on the line, and I was talking to everybody back and forth. So finally, we get to the Rosario Dawson going there. There's a lot of people in there. I wanted to take a snapshot with her, but there's just too many people, and just what I went through to get the freaking ticket, and how she was really cool. She grabbed my the Funko Pop that I had. And here's the pop that I got autographed. So I have Fennec Chan. I have Ming now. And I have now Rosario, who signs Rosario Dawson and Ahsoka Tano. I like the way she does it cross and side down.
Who's the character all the way on the left?
That's Mando.
Oh yeah,
without his helmet on. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to eventually get him. But Boba Fett, Tamira Moore.
Pedro have time to go to cons very often?
He's gonna be going to cons now that he's Fantastic Four and promoting growth. He'll be at
You
cons
hope. You hope.
Hopefully. But anyway, she wanted to take that. She's like, "Oh my God, it's so cute." She goes, "Oh my God, look at Pedro. I want to keep this."
Legendary, right?
I said, "Go ahead." And she took
Keep
it.
going.
She autographed it, and I told her, I said, we've been waiting for the live action Ahsoka for the longest time, and waited since Sports Logic made your poster that put you on it to made who you are.
Like,
so she goes, "Oh my God, yeah." She goes, so I said, "Thank you." I want to say something else, but I said, I'm not going to say anything else. I was going to say from my friend Marco, he says you're too slow with the lightsabers. But
I wouldn't say that.
Don't say that.
I said,
no, we want to come on the show, Dom.
Hey, let's be honest. I think that she's too slow. She's a great person. She's done well. That's a critique. That's not I'm not hating on her.
Her character is played by the way Dave Filoni wants her to play the character.
Yeah, I mean that isn't her problem.
Yeah, that is legit a directing choreography thing.
Yeah, that's not on
she's
her.
Also a much older version.
That's not like that's not like your boy Kanan, who's a jackass.
He's coming soon. I'm getting an autograph from him when I see him.
Yeah, he was.
But anyway, so I had a good time at the con. It was successful. It was a great con. We had fun. I have to thank my wife on a lot of things because she stayed online, holding lines for everybody and doing things. And she wound up becoming an adoptive mother to my friend's grandchild.
Good. She's awesome.
Really, I kept going underneath the arm and hanging out with her and this and that. And it was so everybody goes, "Oh my God, your kid is so cute." She goes, "Not my kid." So,
I got a shopper.
Hey. I'll have one of those.
So the next con that's actually coming is in May. The May 4th weekend is Fan Expo, and there's a lot of actors that are going to be there at Fan Expo autographs.
Is Boba going to be there?
Nah, he's not going to be there. It sucks because he's actually going to be in Australia. I think I missed out on Tamira Morrison because his only United States appearance was in MegaCon, and I missed out on that in Florida, so I couldn't get over there. But hopefully he gets here soon. Yes, good job. You know, she's definitely a saint. As much as she hates it, she loves it.
I like that card. I need more of those.
But
I like that card too. That card's actually surprisingly good because it gives you Sentinel, but which is good when you got something like Vader.
Yeah, as of like things, I didn't buy a lot of stuff over there because like I got this. The only thing I really got was this. Where the hell did I put it? I was able to pick up one of these. I got an old vintage Boba Fett.
Oh, nice.
With his gun, his actually his
Kinner.
the blaster, the actual blaster, and
cool. I got
it's a vintage Boba. $40.
Can't see it, Marco.
I paid $40 for this.
Stuff to report. What was it? That's the old Kenner one. You paid $40.
Yes.
Old Kinner Bobo. Yeah, old Kinner Bobo.
You're getting all the Seven Sisters.
I need all the Seven Sisters. I need them. I need them for my pack. I didn't get any last one. I will tell you this. I was at the card shop. And I asked how much the price of one of these was. They priced it out, and then one of the owners took it back and opened it, and he didn't get it. I mean, he got some rares and stuff, but he didn't have anything that was like uber special on his. So hopefully I do all right. Which
how many packs you got left?
Nah, not that many.
JJ got a box coming up.
I do.
Yes.
Pretty damn late. I don't know if I do or not.
He's got a point. Rayseeker just wants to see people open boxes.
I do. I love seeing people open boxes.
One next week or something.
Oh, cool. All right, cool. I've got a lot of cards that I needed.
Rook. Yeah.
Oh, Rook.
You got
Rook's
it was a good
one.
box for playability. You just haven't got the big bombs for money. Yeah.
Well, I got two of those red ones. Like that's $20.
Yeah.
At least it's nothing.
You just haven't got the Vader or the Boba or the. Hey, you got the big bomb there.
Wow, showcase, nice.
Oh
Very
man,
good, very good money.
That's a good card.
How much is that?
Couple $100 probably.
Really?
That's so nice, dude. I got to go back up there and go like, hey, because they took the first box I looked at. I was like, yeah, all right. And it's just a new card shop that opened up, so I want to support them too. It's a little bit above. I probably paid $10 above what I pay for these boxes normally, but hey, hell yeah, dude. I wish it was a card I played, but
yeah, the last one sold for 162, the one 182 before that. So I mean,
there you go.
You're seeing about
well under 200.
That's more than what I got from my IG.
Yeah,
you should sell it.
Pretty cool.
Sell it.
Yeah,
I know you left it on there, so
I know.
Do that, Marco, because these shops usually love to hear that people pull big cards out of boxes.
How much, Marco?
Yeah, Ruben wants to buy it.
Yeah, what's up?
Ruben wants to buy it.
How much you want?
I don't know, Ruben. I'm not trying to sell it. I don't know. I'll think if I'm going to sell it or not.
Hey, JJ.
I
want to take that off your hands. That book that you had.
Okay,
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't put it on eBay or anything, so.
The only problem too is I don't have any Throns yet. Oh, I got 2 Bendus because I got another one.
Listen, you get paid. You get 2 boxes. You can buy 2 or 3 boxes.
That was a great box. You got lots of playable cards, and you got
nice.
Way more than your money worth.
Got tons of shit.
I don't know how you guys haven't drawn like a Thrawn and that stuff. Like they're not that.
I
haven't drawn a Thrawn or a Hera yet.
I've only opened 2 boxes. I
got 100 fucking Princess Leia's.
Yeah.
I haven't got Hera. I haven't got Chirrut or whatever.
Yeah, I got a ton of these. I haven't got Chirrut either.
I got tons of items too.
Anything with Shadows of the Empire? No, right? Because it's not canon.
No, you won't see it. It's only gonna be canon stuff.
That sucks. I would love to have Shadows of the Empire.
Got another ghost. You guys don't need to see it.
They aren't gonna do that because they got so much going on.
I don't think I got this Bendu Rook before. It's a new one.
Yeah, that's card. I need one more of those. Because my
Thrawn
deck is double yellow.
I got a bunch of these foil
yellow Thrawn deck. Get out of here.
What?
I got this is like
double
my
yellow
4th
Thrawn
foil.
Deck. Get out of here.
I do. I need 2 Bobas. What I really need for the deck is I need 2 Bobas. I need a Rook book or whatever that guy's name is, Bodhi Rook or whatever the guy's name is.
I need one more sister, Night Sister.
But the double yellow. I have 3 cunning, so I'm like, I gotta run double yellow.
I want to figure out how to build a deck of all space.
You could, hey, if you could fly in space real quickly, and you can get them up fast, you can do so much damage, especially to those 25 bases that you can get out of there quickly.
So the yellow card, I think it's called Outmaneuver.
Yeah.
Where you can exhaust an entire lane.
Yeah, I picked that card.
You
I
can
got it over there.
exhaust everything
Yeah.
in the ground.
Yeah, and on land. I'll maneuver. I just pulled it a little while ago.
So like that's how you do space. You need to have 3 of those in your deck, and like whenever they start building up, you just exhaust everything in that lane, and then you do it again. You exhaust everything in that lane, and hopefully you can just beat them down in the space. But good luck if you don't pull out maneuver making that work.
I'm gonna show my son that showcase if he likes it.
Hey,
Damn it.
I would be rich. I'd be rich if we could do that.
I don't know what that is. I didn't even see what my legendaries are. I only remember pulling like one legendary.
No, you.
Yeah,
I mean, you got home one.
Yeah. Oh, that's why, because home one sucks. I got 2. I got home one and the other ship. I got 2 ships. The legendaries.
Yeah,
full
Some of
art.
the ships are good though.
I've had like
Avengers are good
3 of
looking.
these fucking things.
Millennium Falcon's a good
Too
one.
bad nobody likes fucking Leia.
Yeah.
Strike true.
I wonder if it's possible to get 2 showcases in a box, or if that's not possible.
Maybe.
It'd be pretty. I don't know. Fantasy Flight's quality control is probably not up to some standards of other
Yes,
makers, but at the same time, that'd definitely be an air box.
Yeah.
What is this? This isn't a legacy, is it? I can tell.
No, it looks like a rare.
Rare looks super rare. Yeah. All right. Well, that's the end of that. Well, at least I got the Thrawny.
You did.
Thrawny.
Yeah,
Awesome, awesome box.
Nice. That's a great box.
Sell it to. Sell it to.
No, I'm gonna go see if the boy wants it. If he wants it, he can have it. And then try.
The boy's gonna want it.
Good for him then.
I mean, who wouldn't want it?
Well,
So
he's
he's done.
not gonna get it. He might get it in a couple weeks. He's been a
Yeah.
jerk.
There's actually next week.
It'll
There's
be like, I only want Fat Thrawn from the TV series.
He hasn't watched
collector's
this.
marketplace show at the American Dream Mall in Jersey. They have for 3 days. If I go there next Saturday to go see over there, maybe I'll pick up a couple of packs if they have the.
Oh, I got called Dan because I'm gonna try to play. Cool, yeah, do that. Don't pay too much for it though, because these packs are probably gonna go down soon.
I know.
And then I'm gonna try to play on Monday again at a different place. Well, the guy that I met, James, he's hosting one on Monday. So here, let me actually send this to the owner of the. Should I text the owner of the card show? The card place?
It's midnight.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea. Okay, I'm not gonna do that.
I think you can wait till morning.
I'll wait till morning. I'll wait till morning. All right, sounds good.
Put it on IG and tag him if he's got an IG thing.
You know what? I'll do that because I follow him on IG. Shout out to Games and Company, the new place that opened up downtown here, and cool little spot. They also, besides selling great booster boxes, apparently, they also they have like a kid there. He's around my kid's age, so him and my son just like nerded out about all time, like hung out the whole time. And I think how the place works is you're supposed to like pay $5 to like hang out there or whatever. I don't know how those gaming places work. They didn't charge us anything. They're like, I was like, hey, what's up? They're like, oh, no. I go, okay. Once again, I have to keep explaining to people like, yeah, don't really know the card scene yet, like just because it's
so that Tron is the same thing as the Boba Fett that was selling for like 5 and change.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just
different character, but yes,
different character. Yeah, everybody likes Boba, so it's just worth more.
Why wouldn't
also
they?
the Boba Fett one has.
Dude, you know
There
what?
are,
JJ,
probably.
hold a box. Do you know that we have a record of pulling showcases on the show? We're 2 for 2.
That's true. So you're saying I should wait till the next week?
Or you should just open it and see if you get showcase. You need
Dude,
to sell it.
no,
I'm
I'm
too
joking.
tired.
I'm
Another
trying.
half hour opening cards.
I'm trying.
I think Waysinger's just addicted to opening cards. He doesn't give a
I
shit.
know.
Dude, I like watching
Living
boxes.
vicariously through us.
I watch boxes open sometimes on YouTube because it's a lot of
Do you
fun.
see? So, like, see, this is why I'm going to beat you, Wayseeker. I've watched 0 box openings. You know what
Yeah,
I've watched?
I don't play online. You played
You know
more
what
than
I've
me,
watched?
probably.
You know what I've watched? Playing cards, so I can
You
figure out
probably
this fucking
played
game.
more than me, to be honest, or about as much as me, and you watched more
It
than
has
me.
one.
So
Yeah, I mean, I've only watched like 2. I watched 2. Well, that's how I found out that the simulator was. I watched how somebody played it, and I was like, okay, cool. Now let me find the simulator because I knew if I went back out this week, I'd get destroyed.
yeah.
Those guys are
can
just
do it
getting
next
better.
week. Open it up next week. I'll give us something. We can do it at the beginning of the show.
No,
I'll be gone all week, so I won't get to play any this week. So you'll get more games than me again.
Wayseeker, that confidence of just going to wipe the floor with me is starting to slow down in you.
No, I'll still win. I'm not worried about it.
I'll still play with a Vader deck.
But it's gonna be hard because neither of us have optimal decks, and I'm not.
The RPG nerd in me just wants to build a bunch of decks.
Yeah,
that's what I do when I play like role playing games.
Right.
Is just rebuild a character over and over again.
Is that what it is?
But
that's
so
kind of
much,
what I did with Vader. That's
so
why
much of the game, when it comes down to high level, it boils down to if you have the legendaries or not. If you have three Vaders, you're gonna beat me in your deck. Like if you go,
that's why I don't have any. If that's what I need is that
if you just go out there and buy singles, like because you want it, you'll beat me.
Yeah, that's what people usually do. Although Vader
that'll cost like but that costs like $100. Well,
I know. So you throw you get two of them. I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to buy the singles. And Vader's one of the cards is probably going to be good for a while.
Cosmic, we opened up some. I actually got a promo pack.
Yeah, Marco got a promo pack.
Yeah, I got a promo pack. I don't. Oh, this is one of the legendaries I got. I don't know, but that's not from the promo pack. I don't know what I did with the promo pack stuff. Probably lost it already.
You got restock in the 2 commons, I remember.
Yeah. I got restock. It was green. It was a different art.
Resupply.
Resupply.
Whatever. Yeah. With Hera and Sabine art. Cool art.
Well, I'm gonna be a fucking. I want to buy one of those boxes though. How much does one of those boxes come?
What?
So I can display that Thrawn and then just like walk around like I know what I'm doing. Then they'll really be thinking I'm an asshole. Like, who is this fucking clown? Because literally dude, the worst was I go, oh, cool. And the person was like, what? I was like, well, it's the first time.
There are some trading card games where people will build what you call max rarity decks. So they'll play with a showcase. They'll play with like legendary foils. They'll play with like everything foiled. Yeah.
Just because they can.
Yeah. That one.
Usually,
the first game,
usually aren't very good players, but they're just like flexing because they spent a lot of money.
I felt bad though, because the first person I did say this, which I probably should have said. I was like, yo, dude, that's cool. And they were like, yeah, what's that? I said, oh, no, it's cool that I won. And they're like, yeah, it's good. I go, yeah, it's the first time I ever won. They're like, what? I go, it's only the second time I ever played the game. First time I ever won. And then dude James is like, you're catching on to this game a little, because he was watched over. He's like, yeah, you're catching on to this game pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. Some of the other games I've heard about compared to this one are more complicated. This one is, if you want to try to learn
this one's pretty simplified compared to some, for sure.
Well, I hear it's pretty simplified, so
which is great. It's easy to pick up, and the sealed is really fun. Like I haven't played draft yet, but sealed you take 6 packs and you
I
play.
don't like draft.
Like, could you imagine if I did that? Because that was one of the last 6 packs. I was going to leave 6 packs.
Yeah,
that would have been in the last 6 packs.
Yesterday I played sealed. I went 2-2. My sealed was horrible, but it's just still fun because you get to keep the cards.
You went 2-2 versus your kid.
What?
You went 2-2 versus your kid?
No, I went in a tournament. I went sealed tournament.
You played at a shop.
Yeah, a shop.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. How'd you do? 2-2. That's it.
Yeah, it was sealed. My draft was my 6 packs were horrible. I didn't pull anything great.
I hear a lot of excuses coming, JJ.
No, it was fun. I was happy. It's just fun to sit down at the table and play.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The only record I care about, let's be clear, is when you're playing construction.
I do have a question on the sealed plate for this game. Like everything you read when you build your own deck, you have to have a minimum of 50. Why is a sealed deck only 36?
30.
Whatever.
Why? Because you can barely build 30 with 6 packs.
Why don't they just make it 8 packs and then you can build a normal
I think they want to keep the cost down.
Yeah.
I think there were 8 packs for $40 to play. $30 is still kind of heavy. I feel like to do it every week.
I don't know. I don't think that's that out of hand though. Like you go into a shop and every TCG is $4 or $5 a pack.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's $5 a pack. It doesn't like even for these, it's $5 a pack, but they give you a pack back pretty much, and you get an extra bonus pack. So
yeah. Right. That's a nice thing. I like yesterday, just by playing, I paid $30 to play. I won 2 games, so I got 2 extra packs. Then I got that promo pack. I'm happy with that. Yeah. I mean, that's basically 9 packs.
What'd you get the promo pack?
What?
You know what these are for?
I got Yoda. I got All Dark Yoda. Is my rare.
Oh, what is
you know what these are for? I don't know. It's what I had to sign up. I had to sign up first on the website. Yeah.
I don't know what that. So
is that your ticket for the
organized play. I need to do that sometimes. That's the organized play.
Yeah.
And that's how you can get into tournaments. You keep track of how you do, and you get points for all of your organized play events that you're in.
I got a check mark.
Kind of like a passport for the tournaments that you go to.
But it only counts for constructed. Okay. So like you played constructed because you took your deck with you.
You took a deck with you.
That's what
started deck. I didn't construct shit.
You walk in. It's called constructed because you walk in with your deck already built.
Yeah. That's what I learned too. I had a lot of questions. I was surprised that they didn't like kick me out at some point. Like,
no, they're nice. They want
no, but like you could tell they were like, I think this guy's fucking with us, and I definitely was not fucking with him. But then when I won, like then when I played the first guy,
one benefit of this too is that like it's a new card game, so everybody's learning a little bit. Yeah. Like you said, some people have been playing for a longer while, but for the most part, when you walk into a tournament, at least half those people. Granted, this won't last that long, but at least half the people when you walk into a tournament like a week ago were probably learning a little bit about the game.
Mm-hmm. There was. They said,
and then some of those pre-release events, I know at least from going to the con, was they were changing the rules of a lot of the cards up until a month or so ago. So some of the way you use the cards in the earlier events are going to be different than the way they are when they're released.
They said there's two newer players. When they meant newer players that they played 2 or less times.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, so they'll be on the same level as you. They were not. I actually didn't get lined up with either one of those guys, and I wish I would have. It would have been lights out. No, it would have been. It would have been.
Yeah, some shops will have events only for new players in order to get new players.
Yeah.
I
don't mind. I'll tell you guys. I will tell you this: if you want to go out there and just I grew up in the 80s and 90s when they started putting card shops in there, and I've always told you it's not the best experience I've had with card players because it's always like, yeah, you want to talk that way, let's go outside, and then I'll smack the fucking balls out your mouth. But now those kids grew up, they seem okay, and they finally figured out if you talk that way to people, nobody's gonna want to play with you, and then you don't have enough players to play your fucking game.
Right.
So when you go there, if you're not a guy, and I'm not saying they're different, they are just like if people see us, just like Dom collecting statues of Pops, he's different. Me with my comics, we're different. Okay, we are. It is what it is. They're different too, but they do want you there, and it is an awkward feeling, I guess. So for those people who feel like, oh, it's going to be awkward, of course it is. You don't know what the fuck's going on.
Intimidating,
yeah, they live in this world. No, well, it's awkward. It's awkward. Y'all, the card place is awkward. You get in there.
Yeah, but nice people walk into a comic shop and think the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna think the same fucking thing.
Yeah. Also, the thing that's different though is you still have some of those people, but they're not playing Star Wars. They're playing the big games where it's competitive.
Oh yeah. There's a guy at the back table who had a book and just I was like, that guy's a little bit loud to be talking the way he's talking.
And even some of the Pokemon players, because they both also tend to be younger. Like if you're playing Star Wars Unlimited, you're very rarely going to find somebody under 30 years old. Very rarely. It's people who've played card games before and are coming to play a different game. And I bet you probably didn't see anybody under 30. I've been at 2 events, and I don't think I've seen one person under 30.
Oh, not playing Star Wars, though. No, not playing Star Wars.
No, Star Wars.
But in the other...
other games.
So see, when I first walked in there was one room full of fucking dudes, and I was just like, oh, that it's not going to go well if I'm over there. It just isn't. Because they think they're funny. And then you just look like a bully because you start snapping back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but then the next group, there was, and then I get there and there's some people that are kind of cool. There's some dudes building some things like trees and shit. I don't know. There's buckets full of trees and landscape.
Yeah, they're probably playing a tabletop game.
Yeah. And then there's a group, and then it had this one guy, and you could just see he was there with the book thing, right? And he was like, that guy. And you're like, oh, shut the fuck up. Why are you so loud? You're inside. Use your inside voice, asshole. But besides that, all the Star Wars people, legit as hell. They were cool dudes. Even the cockiest of them were okay, yeah, dude, this is your forum. Man, I'm fucking new to this shit. I take no offense to you being cocky. You should. If you're one of the high end dudes at this, if you're rolling out the fucking, the Matt's Wayseeker, it's your world, son. I'm just a squirrel.
Look for shops that sometimes have casual play too. If you don't want to enter into a tournament or something like that.
That's what I thought it was. I didn't even know what casual play
There are
is.
some shops that do that. Like usually the like you didn't know it at the time, but they're not going to charge you like a $5 entrance fee or something for a casual play.
So
usually.
At this place, they'll let you I think you could pay to play at a table for casual play or something.
Yeah, sometimes you rent it by you'll rent it for like a half hour.
Because there's two dudes that were playing it, but they didn't get into
it. Also kind of depends on how much. Like some shops are really literally the super casual about it. Like if they don't have like events going on or anything, they'll just say, go use the tables if you want. And some shops
that might be it.
If
I went on. If you guys are looking, I went on Star Wars Unlimited, the website. I put in like within 25 miles of my area code. I didn't use geo-tracking or anything, just did 25 miles, no geo-tracking. It came up as one. It was a 20-minute drive from where I was. I did, I looked in and I was like, it's like I said, you're never going to feel completely comfortable doing something new, but it wasn't what I remembered. It wasn't what I remembered at all. Like it was a lot. I would say it's not the most welcoming place in the world. It's not like fucking going to Disney World. But it's not like it used to be where it was unwelcoming. Is it a little bit intimidating? Maybe. When you ask a very blunt question and they answer the way they answer, you're like, the fuck are you talking? Like,
well, a lot of it depends on the shop managers and the shop owners. Like if you have a good shop, where
you can tell they try to be nice.
Yeah. If they're engaged too, like they'll sit there and they'll watch you, and they'll give like newer people hints, and they'll sit there and they'll judge the games and that type of stuff. If they're engaged like that, that's usually the better shops.
Just think there's a lot of way seekers in these places. So like he means well, but some of the stuff he says sometimes you're like, is he being a jerk? He's not being a jerk. That's how he is.
It's just how
it. Because as soon as I got there, the person that was signing up for the event that was taking my $5, I was like, oh, it's a fucking way seeker. The girl he yelled at, you're like, there's no way we got those rebels, right? What? No, what are you going to support? I don't know. Way seeker. It's just a way seeker. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? When are we going to get some in? I don't know. You're a card store. Aren't you supposed to sell motherfucking cards? You don't know? You ran out a week ago? You're the manager of the fucking store. You don't know if you've reordered some fucking cases.
They should.
You don't know that.
They should know. They should
know that. Yeah,
my point.
But I mean, they all sold out. Everywhere sold out that first week. Everybody got restocked on Thursday or Friday of the last week, and hopefully it'll be interesting to see if they resell out again. I think here in Denver they're going to resell out again. But
I think they're going to resell out here because all those dudes, all 15 dudes, were like, "Yo, I need I'm buying like 3-4 cases."
I think yesterday when we played sealed, there was 12 tables, so 24 of us. I bet you from those people, they bought 15 boxes between those people.
Oh, you only play two people per table?
No, I'm just saying how many tables. So it's each table or whatever. It just has a number on it, whatever. Yeah. There was 12 people playing. 12 tables were played, so 24 players. Yeah, so I think there's 15 boxes that people bought, and that's on top of that was 6 packs a person for 24 of us. So that's another.
I don't know.
6 boxes.
It may be more of a locality thing in where you're going and the place is sold out. Because from my experience, it's just like looking at shops and talking to other people that sell them and stuff like that, not a lot of people sold out that fast. Like places would have like 40 boxes and they still have like 12 when I talk to them at the end of the week. So
they sold in the metro area for within 50 miles of where I lived. There was at least 20 shops selling them. And there was 0 left by the end of the week. Well, actually, that's not even true. By Friday, when did it come out? On Thursday?
Came out Friday. Whatever.
It came out Friday.
Friday the 8th.
You're right. Saturday, because I sent my brother. My brother had to go past 25 miles because no place in 25 miles, and that's at least 10 shops. 25 miles didn't have it. He had to go to Ann Arbor to get it. Ypsilanti didn't have it either. So, like, he had to go 40 miles to get a pack, 35, 40 miles. And he got their last case. That's the one I opened last week. And the only reason I got one this week was because that shop just opened. And when I went in there, they originally had 6. The people ahead of me, they had bought a box. The other owner bought one. So that's 2. they had 3 boxes left. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's also will
But
be
I think-
fascinating if stores sell singles, because if stores sell singles, they're going to have to open a lot of boxes too for singles.
Oh, that's it. So yeah, that's why there's only 3 left, because they had opened a box and they were selling.
Yeah, they often open some usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like no place else. And those guys that were there, like Jason told me, they're like, yeah, dude, they don't. I was like, well, that's the one thing. I don't think people wanted to tell us they were getting them in because I was new and they didn't know who I was. So I think a lot of them were players, and they were like, we want them for playability, so we're not telling anybody where they're at, which is interesting.
Oh, you mean like who has them available?
Oh, no. Like when they're coming in. They're definitely sold out.
Oh, well, to be fair to them, though, Fantasy Flight has traditionally pretty terrible distribution, is my understanding of it from talking to people. So it could be a part of that, too. But
maybe. Well, no, I know what, because one guy was about to tell me, and he's like, yeah, we're getting a case in, and we're getting 2 cases in, and then he's like, I was like, oh, cool, when? And he's like, oh, well, I don't know if we're getting them in or not. I'm like,
yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I mean, though, is like you can, a shop can order 3 cases, but a Fantasy Flight traditionally on some things used to allocate quite a bit.
But I was kind of asking what day they come in on.
Oh,
because then I did the thing. Well, what day might they be there? Oh, I don't know. We might not even get them. I'm like,
Then you go and buy them.
What's that?
Then you go out and buy them if they get cases in, right?
Right, but I think they're already a lot were probably already called for and stuff like that. So they probably, I mean, they see some new dude that's like, I've never played. I was pretty open about never playing it before, and I think by the first game they could tell that I had no clue what I was fucking doing. And then by the end, they were like, "Oh, he picks this shit up quickly." So
I'm nervous to go play it someplace because I've watched one and I've played one game.
You'll be all right.
Besides the simulator,
are you playing a sealed or you constructed when you play? Do you think
constructed?
Me?
Yeah,
Me. I'll probably play constructed. Probably.
Do you have an idea what leader you want to play?
I don't know yet. I'm gonna build a deck this week. We'll see.
Dude, go in with that constructed fucking Vader. I'm telling you, that bitch does damage. I mean, I'm building off of it, but it's not a hard one because everybody's trying to get fancy with a bunch of their stuff. But
yeah,
but like I said, I like to part of the fun for me will be building like just multiple decks just to try them out. Like if I go to and I lose in the first round, I don't give a shit about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so that's $5 or what's $25. You pay more to go golfing every week. So.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think
luckily how most tournaments do it, if you have enough players, is each round you play people with similar competition. So like if you're 0-2, you're playing somebody else that's 0-2.
Mm-hmm.
And then ultimately you get to play people who have
that's what screwed me because I had the bye. I had to play.
Yeah, you had to play
somebody who had won, and then I won my next game. So like
you're playing the good players.
So then Yep.
Or
no, wait, I lost my next game, so I was 1-1, which is okay. But then I won my next game.
Yeah.
So then I was 2-1, and then that's where you start. Okay, you win another one now. You're 3-1, and then you get playing the top guy.
I'm gonna be like Jake Paul, and even though I have a winning record, just keep playing scrubs as much as I can.
That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to play all the scrubs.
Friggin' Tyson.
Yeah,
you better watch out, dude.
57-year-old Tyson.
Dude, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
I
don't give a shit how old
like
Tyson is. I don't give a shit how old Tyson is.
My man's gonna murder Jake Paul. And you know what? If that's the case, and if Jake Paul happens to win, it's gonna be. It sucks if you're 57 years old. Then you have Jake Paul gonna fight Mayweather after that. Get out of here, man.
His brother already fought him. That fight was rigged as hell.
Oh yeah,
it's all rigged. Those.
Yeah.
Dom, don't be betting on that.
I wonder though if Paul
decides
on that,
I'm much smarter than you think.
You're not smarter than that. You're buying the NFT things where you get a card that you might get a pop. You can't say you're smarter than that while you're buying this NFT pop shit.
If there was a Boba Fett, you damn Skippy, I'm buying that shit. Not.
I do want to see one thing. I was in Alabama, Mobile to be short, and I ended up in this bar, and they used to do like unsanctioned, like it was messed up. What they ended up doing was they'd have these guys come down from the boxing gym, and it was like it was kind of like sparring. It was almost like entertainment, but they'd also let anybody who wanted to sign up and pay whatever, because there was a cash prize at the end. I was down there. I was down there with one of my buddies who became a SEAL, and we looked at each other. He goes, "Hey, bro, let's sign up." And I'm like, "Son, I saw about 4 of these dudes. Like, no. One of those kids is like a Golden Glove. Ain't no shot." However, somebody else wasn't as smart as us, and this dude, he got drunk and he thought he was gonna mess around. And there's this one guy. I go, "Holy shit, that dude is like." GG's, man, like he's going gloves, like for sure. Like you could tell what he's doing, but he was sparring mainly, right? And you'd see it, and he'd get a couple in, no face shots, you know what I mean? There'd be a couple body shots, tapping gloves mainly, go through the round. His third fight, you see a guy go and try to give him a little bit of working, and you see him turn on a different level. The guy just walked away after that, put up his gloves, forfeited. So it comes down. So he draws this white dude, and this dude comes in there, and he's in like Vans that he didn't lace up. He's all like doing the whole woo and dancing around, thinking everything's funny. And the guy's sitting there, and he's playing around, you know, the 1-2, gives him the little tip taps. All of a sudden, you know, he's got his hands up, but he's just kind of like whatever, because the guy's playing around, right? So he goes down, he looks around real quickly, puts his hand down, you know, because there's a lot of hooting and hollering going on. And he's kind of just doing this or whatever. The guy goes, okay, enough playing around pretty much. The dude in the Vans, he goes, all right, I think we're good, you know, because he had tapped him a couple times. The round was about to be over. The dude in the Vans looked like he was backing up. So the other guy started to turn to back up. The dude in the Vans turned back around and hit him in the face, like hit him right here. That dude turned around, two-punched that motherfucker so hard. They had a fucking a bug. They had a vehicle for the bug. He two-punched him, got him up next to it, uppercut him. The dude's head slammed back into that. He lost a fucking shoe. Fell over the ring. Yeah, oh, dude. Fell out. Fucking shoe. Van shoe sitting in the fucking ring, dude. Just stone cold out. And I turned to my buddy. I was like, bro. I go, I know we're tough, but like, we would have lost that one. He's like, you're right, dude. He's like, you're right. And then we had to leave. We had to leave that place because it got pretty rowdy, and we had made some friends at that point in the night, and we turned to them and they said, "Hey, don't worry, guys, we'll get you out of here." So we dipped, man. We were out. You gotta know when it's time to fly. Oh, bro, it was way past time for us to fly. That guy did us no favors, I will tell you that. So yeah, we weren't trying to be Rocky Balboa's that night. We got the fuck out of there. But it was funny, dude. We were laughing, and then we turned really quickly to these guys and we're like, "Oh shit." And they're like, "Yeah, dude." And they helped us out. So but yeah. So what my point with Mike that is, I want to see that with Tyson. Effing around with Paul. He thinks he's got him. Don't think that Tyson still don't got that hook, man. That fucker will clank you out. He'll give you a 2-piece and uppercut, and you'll be.
As you said, what was it, Rocky 6? You got to build them hurting bombs.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you got left when you're 58 years old or whatever.
Yeah, That's it, dude. I mean, Tyson, he's leaner now. He is still in good shape. He's mentally better. That was Tyson's biggest problem was he was mentally just not Yeah. He was thinking about other stuff. He's fucking around.
His best time was when he was in jail. He got to think a lot.
That wasn't his best time. That's what you don't want him doing. Remember, because he came out of that. He was built like.
He said that that was his mental state. When he got out, he learned a lot. Hey, look, Mike Tyson. Everybody I know that met Mike Tyson now, they said that he's a really nice guy. But that dude in the plane didn't want to freaking listen, and he knocked that dude out of the plane. The guy who kept bothering him, harassing him.
You got to be some type of stupid.
Yeah, that's just dumbass.
You just got to be some type of stupid. Like
the same way that Conor McGregor knocked some guy out in a bar. The guy knows who Conor McGregor is. Like no.
But you see, that's the thing. Stupid. They want to get underneath your skin. So if you hit them, you have a lawsuit. But when you have too many people around saying, "Nah,
you also got no teeth left."
Yeah, this guy was an aggressor. This guy kept bothering, and there's only so much you can do. Look, I told one guy one time, "I'm gonna knock your teeth out and break your fingers. Try picking up teeth with broken fingers. Take a step in." That's it, man. I don't play that shit, man.
I'm just telling you, I met Tyson when he was supposed to be in his crazy state. He was still very nice. I just don't think he was nice. But you do have to understand this guy made a living on knocking motherfuckers out.
Of course he did.
what are you going to say to that dude?
Mm.
What? I mean, like, what are you? Because you don't look smart. I don't care who you are. You don't look smart.
It's like what's the goal of saying something to me? Are you going to intimidate Mike Tyson? Really? Like that? Like no.
Yeah. Hey man, I like watching your fights, man. I like to watch a bunch of your old stuff. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, all right, cool. Scrub my head, cool, man. I don't give a shit. Because you know what I'm not gonna do is have that dude running after me. Because fuck no. First off, he's faster than you because he trains all the time, no matter how good a shape you're in. And I was in good shape at the time. That dude was in way better shape. Unbelievable shape that guy was in.
Mm-hmm.
So and the weather's gonna be freaking nuts.
Yeah, it's snowing.
Yeah, it was supposed to be. It was warm this weekend. Everything. How about this? Next week, Thursday and Friday, 29 degrees. And it's gonna be cold.
We're doing weather report, so it's time to go.
Weather report. Man. I'll beat you all, Dom. I'll beat you all. We got like 40 some inches right around here last week. So
yeah, I was gonna say, we were buried in snow.
We were buried.
Snow. I wish we got the snow here, man. We never get snow anymore.
Man, dude.
And on that note, remember, St. Patrick's Day is now forever.